What's good, Ishigozi? It's Thursday, April 15th, 2021, and look at this XRP news from Benzinga. Ripple XRP crashes nearly 11% as futures reach record $31 billion in trading volume. 31 is the 11th prime number. So do you see this prime number relationship that they have in this essentially fake news ritual? And how? Because Ripple doesn't crash. I'm sorry. Going from a buck 80 to a dollar, a 20-cent drop is not a crash. That's called a dip, a sell-off. That's literally all it is. A extremely healthy dip. If something's moving from, well, I mean, it's a little bit. I mean, it's still a good dip. It's a little it's a little volatile dip, right? But if something's on its way from $1.50 to $2, it's not abnormal for it to go pop up to the 80s, pull back to the 60s, and and then go higher. Normally, you want to stay in the 80s, maybe high 70s, then go higher. But this is still not for crypto, especially. So it doesn't crash at all. They're just giving you this numerical ritual by the numbers at 10:33 a.m. by the numbers. Benzinga is the Catholic Church. It's the Jesuits. And they give you these numerical rituals by the numbers. Benzinga equals 7842, like Jesuits. And look, my phone, there's listening into me right now. They always are, but you hear this? Always doing this. Whenever I talk about the Jesuits,
here's some results.
Yeah, here's some results of what 7870 to Blake Jesuits. Jesuits is Fordham. Jesuit. Look at my phone now. Jesuits at Maryland. See what these people are all about? I don't know if you can see it. You guys can't even see. You guys can't even see, but Jesuits. See, this is what happened. This is what happened. By the numbers. It's the Jesuits run the show. Jesuits 7842. By the numbers. Hey, what's good, Freedom Seeds? Hey, Spock Anarchist. Crypto's all BS. You don't participate in their games. That's very fair enough. But, these are the same people billing me, taxing me, so I would love to, get my money back from their system. And that's what I like to do with their vehicles, like, bullshit XRP. And it's going up, though. And look at its price action. This chart is so good. In terms of a study. Trading view. Yeah, I mean, it is a game. Especially, and the thing is, I feel like most people lose money in this game. That's the whole point. That's why if most people stayed away, statistically, that would be the right thing, because if it's definitely not your thing and you don't even like it, you're not gonna want to apply yourself, and then you'll end up losing, to this gang a lot. But XRP, it's flagging down. So I took profit right here. And it's still looking good in the long term, because see, if you zoom out, especially treating $1.50 as a stop. $1.50 would be my biggest. Like I sold half, right? I'm holding the rest of it, and I might take out some more profit if it literally can't even hold $1.50. And that's a huge space. I mean, it should really even hold this. This should be the biggest swing low, 56. But really, see this down here, 165. It should be able to hold this, and then at some point curl back up, and then retest two. And it could take a while. And it does take a while for this to even move, compared to other things that within this price range that are stocks. This is a crypto. But This is the 5 minute chart. I thought I just realized something on the 5 minute chart. Okay, this is this. So whatever I just said. Okay, when I show you the this was yesterday. When I show you the daily chart, it's similar. That's why I was saying the same things. I always have trouble with this application. Got this scrolling. Here we go. But see where it's doing? This is called parabolic momentum. This is where I like to take. This is why I took profits out. Like you see how. Remember when it did its thing way back in 2017? It's the same type of thing. You see, it consolidates. I'm gonna go to chat, make sure that everything's coming through. But it consolidates, rips up, goes down. Why does no one talk about making their own cryptocurrency? Because most people don't see money in it. I'm not saying there's not money in it. It's just if I made my own cryptocurrency, it's just so much to do, like so much effort and work, and I have no application for it. If anyone out there wants to do it, go ahead. But if I did, like I see no reason for me to do it. And one, because I'm probably ignorant on it. But like if I made my own cryptocurrency, it would be for like an application, right? Like wouldn't it be just to make money on it? Which I mean, I'm sure that's why a lot of people do. You can get it pumped. I think I kind of always wanted my own penny stock in a sense, so maybe hype it up and then bam. But I could take this money from these people just through the market without doing that. The Kentucky Derby, yeah, we'll do that after talking about some of this. I mean, I don't even know when is it? Yeah, but no, it's not going too long, but it did the same. So what it did back here, it looks like it's doing that now. The question is, how high is it going to go? But you see how when it makes these strong spikes, these moves, right? When it makes these strong moves, these moves don't get sustained long enough. So fast forward to today, it's doing the same thing. See, it's trending, it's bull flanking up, and here's like the big just blow off top, squeezing out everyone. This the frantic mania, and how this is going is, again, this still is valid for a ride higher. That's the thing; it's still looking really good because it might not work, but you see what it did. It broke out of here. It had the symmetrical triangle, so it flagged right here, broke out of this flag, and then you have another flag. This is an ascending triangle. So see the difference? This is like a more of a slopes top. I mean, but the whole thing's the same. You kind of break out of it. You break out of it. It kind of just shows you how to trade it. Like this is kind of more of a flat top because these kind of two top at the same, around the same. So the break of this top, and then see what's going on now. See, descending resistance, ascending support. The ascending support is the best thing you want to look for because it means that, right, every single day, dip buyers come in and buy it at a low price, but it's just higher than the previous day. So it's a sign of strength. So see how this looks like it's going to form a flag and break out again? The only problem you have is this is like the second, essentially, break. So you see breakout, first pullback, second pullback, essentially. You're essentially buying the third pullback of this flag. The third pullbacks are, less likely to happen, and it's at a $2 resistance. See how when I showed you the small cap stocks, how does the same type of thing, $half and whole dollars. So it breaks through $1. It has a high of $1.11. So it can't hold above $1. So this is essentially a false breakout over $1. But it breaks over $1, flushes down, but it's making higher highs. This is textbook shit you want to look for. And again, These are things I've talked about, and XRP just did it. Again, these things will keep doing this. It's doing it now. It hit the $2 mark, so now it's trying to get there. It's just doing a little differently. This was kind of around the dollar area. Oh, see the dotted line to the dollar, and it flags at the dollar. The day before the breakout, it literally closed above a dollar. See, so the day it closed above a dollar right here, and then the next day just broke out. This is exactly what people are looking for. And you see that the green bar, the volume's increasing. And then here's another thing. The volume here is declining, like, than this initial move. There was more volume initially than here. So it looks like it's getting a bit exhausted. So these are, less than the chance of this ripping up. I still think it wants to, at least retest $2. It could even be the 17th or today. See how we had this small candle? See, flags, the candles get smaller to this candle, then it rips. And what was the next move? The $0.50. It goes whole dollars, $0.50. This was resistance at $1. Here's resistance at $1.50. Because, people are asking how to trade XRP. That's why I'm even doing this. I'm trying to show you how I would trade / invest XRP, which, again, I'm in it right now. I'm not going to... I don't think if I was going to add to my position, it'd be if this thing maybe broke, held, and consolidated around 2 for some time. I personally wouldn't want to add into something like this unless I plan on adding here to sell into a pop, which is a good move, right? But I don't actively trade XRP that quick, that much. That's why I'm not doing it. I kind of do. I mean, I'm swinging a position from a long time ago. But again, I took profit around here because it's essentially the third pullback we're entering. So I was like, okay, we already tested 2. It's a third pullback. I've never taken any profit yet in this. I might as well take profit, hold some for the rip. But see here, go to $1.50. At $1.50, see this candle here on April 11th? Look at the high of this. The high is $1.49.62. You can see up there, $1.49. Excuse me, not $1.49. $1.49. 1.49623 it says. So it's $1.49. You can round to $1.50. So whole dollars and half dollars. These are psychological resistance levels. So this thing, again, ripped out the 60-cent range, hit high 93, had this resistance at the dollar, ripped up, resistance at the $0.50, and see what happens when it broke out of that. It broke out of that on strong volume and hit high of $1.88. The next day, it hit high of $1.96. So what does that tell you? $2 is the resistance. So that's the next dollar. See? Whole dollar, $0.50, next whole dollar. You see what it's doing. So now it's flagging. That's why it's a good pattern still. You're consolidating, you're flagging under a whole dollar resistance. So what you're looking for then is let's just say this is how it closed. The next day, you'll wait for the first daily candle to make a new high. You buy that, and you just scale in, and it just rips. And it probably ripped even 208, 210. And then it might just flag around there and then go higher. Then your next stop will be 250. And then it'll flag at 250. When it gets here, also consolidate, rip up to 3. Or you could straight rip up to 3. I mean, depends. Especially if there's some news ritual. On a day with 22 numerology too. XRP 22. April 13th was the day with 22, life less than number. And look, that's when this ripped. So it broke out on a date with 22, life less than number, XRP 22, doing things by number 22. And I'm sure, again, it's the Jesuits, the cabal, right? XRP 22, let's say with 22 numerology. XRP 14, on the 14th, though, it didn't. And not the 14th, the day with 14 numerology, the 11th, April 14th, I meant to say. It did have this nice dip buy opportunity, but there's probably some news or something on the April 13th. April 13th, XRP news. Probably something that happened. See, XRP use cases to explode. Rallies. Let's see if there's any news, though. Daily Hodl talking about it, though, but they could be talking about it every single day, to be honest. Oh, DeFi crypto integration. Okay. I just want to make sure I see what this news is from. I don't think it was from that day, though. Hey, greetings, Barbara. Hey, Angel. I'm really glad you're here, Angel Baby. Yeah, I'm really glad that you're curious and learning this. Idwal Beats. I'm probably missing some other questions, too. Hey, Deanne. Cherry, I'm so glad seeing y'all here. The Bourbonic and Known Agenda. Yeah, Known Agenda. I can't see why you wouldn't want to put a little bit of money on that horse. You know what I mean? With the name of Known Agenda. I mean, come on. This is such mockery. And let me charge this before it's too late. But yeah, I mean, I think the best way to read charts is just like read. I think reading books on them really helped me. And there's that book I share you can get the PDF. Because I mean, if you search the book, that's the first link. I'm just gonna say it as it is. Because here's why I see it. Trading's already hard enough as it is, and you're already gonna lose money anyway. Just trying to learn. Because the thing is, even if you learn, you're super disciplined. I guarantee you, not to jinx you, but starting out, you're gonna press the wrong button. You're gonna go short instead of going long, and then you're not gonna not know what to do. Which really, I think you should just cut. Whenever you're making a mistake, you should just cut the position. But I'll link this. Well, I feel like if I do, YouTube is like, oh, copyright strike or some bullshit. But fuck them. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's here for anyone to see. Technical Analysis, Stock Market Profits is a book from almost 100 years ago. It's here. It's here literally probably right on Google. Google makes money. I know this is DuckDuckGo, but I'm sure Google has the same shit. They're run by the same gang anyway. They make money off these things being listed here and you finding them. So, sharing a link from Google gets me a strike as BS. But, oh, you're welcome, Deanne. Of course. What about XLM? It seems to move along with XRP, so it's just a sympathy play to XRP. A lot of these things move in sympathy with each other. So if you're trading XLM, though, you want to look at the XRP chart, and then you want to look at the Bitcoin chart for everything, because I feel like XRP doesn't follow Bitcoin all like that, but at the same time, like, Bitcoin is just a leader in crypto. Like, as long as Bitcoin keeps going up, all the cryptos have momentum behind it, which is what's going on now. All things we've covered here many times. Because again, guys, Bitcoin crypto is it really is elementary stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it's super easy. I really think if it was so easy. Well, the thing is, a lot of people are making money on it. That's just the thing. People are blindly buying it right now, making money on it because it keeps going up. If something keeps going up, it's extremely hard to not make money. That's just how it goes. The problem is people trade things that aren't going up. They trade things when they're like consolidating. See, Bitcoin's doing the same thing, similar to XRP. See how Bitcoin wants to see this flag? Only problem here is with this flag is it's not a perfect flag. I hate how they do this. I don't want. See, I have an account with these people, but I just don't feel like logging in every time. But it's Bitcoin's flagging up. They asked me again. I was logging with Twitter or something. See, so it broke these highs, and see how this flag is forming. Look where it's forming. See, look at the bottom of this flag. I'll zoom in. I mean, it's all about support and resistance levels, and these things just help you manage the risk. Because if you understand how the market moves, that means when it doesn't do what you expect it to do, you know that it's not the setup you're looking for. And of course, you want to account for volatility and things like that too. But it's not what you're looking for. You can just cut your loss quick and get back in because your timing's not going to be right all the time. But see the low of this candle here on the 14th? The dotted line, see how the dotted line's pretty much at the top of those candles on March 15th over here? See how it lines up? Because this is resistance. So this is a quick little support right here when it dipped. And it's a beautiful setup because when these, again, it's a casino. You want all your probabilities to stack. This is probability stacking. So not only do you have that, right? What else do you have? You have about a 50 to 60% retracement on this breakup candle. So this thing dips down about halfway, a little bit more than halfway, but it's halfway, and it held this resistance here. So you can see, because these are shorts covering, these are people buying the dips. This is how dips kind of look like. These are good looking dips. How these kind of things line up. You want resistance to line up with support essentially. So this is good. So you have that, right? So this is like our pivot now in this flag we're forming. So we're forming it now a flag, a symmetrical triangle, which can break out either way. It can break out up or down. But when in a bullish stock, anything that's bullish that's going up, just assume that it's going up. So you want to wait for the next candle to make a new high, and it'll rip up to probably some measured move. Maybe to like 66,000, 67,000. So it looks like it might take a couple of days. It might do. The thing is, it could be a false breakout, and it could also fall. But then if this fails, what it'll most likely do is fail. Then try to make a consolidate around 5,800, 5,900, maybe 60, not 100, but 60,000, 59K, 58K, 57K, maybe at the lowest, and then it'll go higher. So you see this? See how it kind of did that here? Like it literally did that here. It kind of had. I mean, this was kind of. It didn't really flag like that here, but you see how it broke out of here, but it's a false breakout and it went back down. So after you have a false breakout, it's not over. You just need to give it time to work itself out. So it corrected and it even did it again. But at the end of the day, it holds these previous big swing lows, these pivot areas. So, it's and like what's here, it broke out that day, but it didn't hold like that, but it kind of is. It's holding because now you see what I'm saying. It's trying to hold. That's why I want things to break out and hold above an area. Like it broke out from this area and it looked like it's wanting to hold. Sure, it's still a little bit too early in a sense, but it depends on how bullish you are. I mean, to me, this is still looking good for a breakout. So that's why I wouldn't be shorting Bitcoin right now. That's what I'm saying either. No, be going long, buying it. So if you look at XLM, it's the same thing. XLM USD. I'm sure the chart looks the same. Yeah, they all look the same. So do you understand how? If you understand how this works, and again, that book I linked teaches this. It literally teaches this exact shit, and that makes you feel confident. If in the 30s and the 20s and before, that this is how charts look like, and the same things happen today. It's because it's human behavior. Sure, it's market makers, it's manipulation, but the patterns at the end of the day mimic human behavior because it's still the market makers are humans. Even the algorithms are what programmed by humans. Again, like these dips, they're being bought by the computers. Like these dips are working because the algos are buying them because of the whole thing. It's all the whole human nature. Buy the dip, sell the rip. People think that way. Buy when it pulls back to old resistance, stuff like that. So XLM's flagging. It had a false breakout today. A false breakout is when it breaks out but doesn't hold. Like you see how today it had a higher high than yesterday's high, but it just went back down and it's closing under yesterday's high. So you'll have false breakouts, but it's still a flagging pattern. And that book will show you all this. Chef DeMarcus. Yep, XRP and Dogecoin by the numbers. Beach Canopy, we're talking about crypto. Apparently XLM and Coinbase are in bed together, yeah. XLM is USDC and Visa partnership to. I mean, all the crypto news. I don't follow any of it. I don't know who does what or what with what. If it's mainstream, I do because it's some Bidenomics ritual they put out in the mainstream. So I know as much about the crypto news as anyone who reads the propaganda, who believes it. But me, that's what I make my decisions based on the chart. That's why I don't read it. I don't it doesn't help me to make money. It helps other people, I'm sure. Like I have no clue what XLM is, but that's the thing. I have no clue what XLM is, but I would be a buyer of XLM right now. This is again, if you're trading XLM, I'm not I'm never giving buy or sell recommendations, But if I was trading this, I would be buying right now. Look at your risk. Your risk is so low. You're risking 61.614 because again, you're expecting it to hold ascending support, flag and break out. So as soon as it breaks the previous day's low, the patterns, this particular flag pattern is pretty much invalid. I say pretty much because it could even break this low, just fake people out, still consolidate, and it's still the same pattern because you have this, it's still from kind of this point and ascending support. So it can be a little fake out there, but it's not a clean pattern. And you notice how, like, look, you could have said the same thing back here. Again, this is a normal flag, ascending support, it never breaks pattern. So you could have if you'd done that April 9th, you bought this dip, risking off the previous day's low. Look at that small risk and look at your reward. And you'd be adding into the breakouts. Maybe, selling. I mean, if you're actively trading, probably selling to whatever pop this was. Yeah, I'm always down to take profit because if I'm actively trading something like this, you can just get right back in. Like, think about it. You could have sold right here, you could have even missed this, but you were kind of sold here, so it's not a big deal, but you can get right back in for the move up to 70 cents. That's the next target, 70 cents. This thing looks like it's moving, like 5 cents at a time? 5-10 cents at a time. Right now we're at 65. So you went from 55 to kind of 60. This can go to measure move. I think even more like 75 cents is probably better. 70 cents is a good conservative target though. And still look at your risk reward. If you're risking literally 1 cent to make 8 cents, that's really good. I'd say more like 7 cents, kind of like at 63 almost. So it's a good risk reward too on this trade. And again, worst case it doesn't work, you don't lose much because you're only risking here. I mean, you can take gigantic size and then lose a bunch, but that's the thing. Don't buy as many shares as possible of XLM. I know it's not even called shares, but excellent coins. Yeah, the SEC case is all theater. It's bullshit. Yeah, night owls on the East Coast. Exactly. Nice, Dr. Savage. How many GMO shots until you a patented product? 1. Oh, nice. Like the day trade XLM. Nice, Dr. Savage. You got a limit sale for 70 cents right now. See, look at that. Just in case it goes up over. Exactly. That's how you got it, especially for a 24-hour market. That's the smart way to do it. See, Dr. Savage, I love it, man. See, Dr. Savage knows, and Dr. Savage is aiming for, $100. He's taking profits as it goes up. That's a problem. There's people who are literally, buying, to hold this all the way to it goes to they want to be the next Tesla, next Bitcoin. They think this can be the next, which it could, right? But here's how I see it. If it's going to be the next Bitcoin, guess what it has to do? It has to flag up to 70, 80, $1, 120. It has to do this exact shit I'm explaining. Maybe you can do other things. You'll false breakout maybe at $1. Like this thing can easily make it to 1. But what do you think it's going to do at 1? It's going to maybe a false breakout, sell off, consolidate between 80 and $1, and then you'll come up, break out or flag, and then break out, and then in your next stop maybe 150. Ultimately, next $0.50. It's moving a little bit slower, so maybe in the 20-cent increments. But again, it's that. Like if this thing can go to the moon, you can trade it to the moon, and you'll make more money because you'll sell and then it pulls back and you buy again, so it's a safer. I think it's just a safer, smarter way to do this. Your exposure risk is limited because you're just in and out. Like you're not like what if this shit just completely crashed overnight and you have so much money in it. Which is what crypto has done before. You know what I'm saying? And versus and guys, that was me the first time. That was me with XRP. Like I learned my lesson. That's why but again, I didn't sell all of it. I'm all for writing my winners too, but just taking profits on the way out. But just back here, I rode this shit from 20 cents to the way top. I took no money out. I was one of those hodlers. I just and guys, the biggest thing is because I was so new then, I was looking at this as like a long term investment, like because I didn't expect this volatility. I got into crypto here. It was like the best time to get into crypto. I got into it like early 2017, late 2016, before like the first pump. And I sold Bitcoin pretty much at the top. I didn't buy much of it, but I made a little bit of money on that. I think I sold some Ethereum, but the XRP I didn't even touch, so I didn't even sell any of this. It went to $3, and it could easily go back. Like, but see how it went to $3? How did it go to $3? Did it not do what we're looking at now? It pops up. It has you 88 cents. So it's good. It's at dollar resistance. That's why it hit a high of. You see what happens? It hit a high of $1.14 here. Next day it sold off. But again, people bought that dip hard. It went as low as 67 cents. They were shaking some people out for sure. But what did it cause? Again, that's the thing. You gotta look at the whole picture. This was a big shakeout. I'm sure people got fucked here too. Probably just a lot of people took profit. A lot of people got fucked, probably by the gang or whatever. But what did it end up doing? It formed a flag. See, extending support. And look, it was extending support from 67 cents all the way to it hit 247. Let me see if that's right. No, well, no. Excuse me. What I was meant to say is from here, from 95 cents. So again, if you see from 95 cents, if you're risking off the previous day's low, it never broke it until here. But see what happens when it did it? It's just a little break. And again, like, I mean, if it's for candle like this, I mean, it makes sense. Topping tail. I will definitely taken profit around here. It would have probably got me. But again, I don't mind. I've gotten back in, especially as you see it here. See how it's building up, setting support. This is a good setup because you got to think it's counterpart. You got to think of it's game theory. You got to think about what other people are doing. People are short here at a high of 247. And why you can see 247 rounds up to what? 250. You see half dollar resistance. This was back in 2017. So you see how it's doing the same. Again, this is penny stocks do the same thing. Small cap stocks, large cap stocks are a bit different because for example, if things are moving like at dollars at a time, it gets a little tricky. And this is why I love trading small caps because and small price things because they adhere to this half dollar, whole dollar thing so well, and it makes managing your risk, it makes trading them that much easier. It makes reading the tape that much easier, and that's why the whole myth of they're risky. You can lose your ass on these type of things, but like. I feel like that's still a myth. I mean, if you learn what you're doing, to me, it's least risky. Because again, GameStop, that thing would drop 10 points at a time. And how do you manage your risk easily on things that just are so volatile at that high price? These, they move like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents at a time. It's just easier. But high 247. So you see how we're having this ascending support. We're coming back up to that level, and then it breaks out. Hit high 331, tries to flag here. See, it tried to flag here. It did. Again, it's not the best flag because your flag's made up of this topping tail doji. Just after the thing just ripped. I mean, this is not a good flag, but you could have still tried it. And you see what happens? It breaks. It breaks here. It breaks on the 18th because it breaks this low. It does close, but then the writing time on the wall on the 9th, the 10th. You know what I'm saying? Because it's now breaking this flag. You're like, okay, maybe it's gonna start head and shoulder, like a head and shoulders pattern, which it does, head and shoulders, and then I think it just cracks at some point. Yeah, well, it doesn't really crack. It just keeps just fading. I mean, again, they give you plenty of time to get out, but I didn't. I just kept because again, I didn't know any of this back then. I didn't know what these formations were. I didn't know how to read the chart like that. So I'm just gonna sign with Twitter at this point. They want me to, fine, yes. But that's that. You're looking at Bitcoin. Nice, Sarah. This is literally the same. Who's globally snatching next? Brazil, Venezuela. It's a good, I don't know. I never know what's next in the market. I mean, I know next month is May 1st. Tesla probably do a lot of May rituals. Stellar Lumens XLM has the same logo on the coin of the 1988 Economist magazine cover. Wow. With like the Phoenix and the Stellar Lumens. Just look at the name, Stellar Lumens. I mean, how's that not from this gang? Oh, Stellar Lumens. I said it wrong. I've never bought this. I guess I've only traded like the pop. Okay, I mean, I have some Doge now. I mean, I did make a little money off Doge. I mean, again, like pocket change, but still, guys. I mean, to me, buying these shitty ass things, they pop. You make a little bit of cash. To me, it's a little fun, especially if you're managing a risk. Again, I'm not sweating. I'm not palpitating and things like that because I don't, put my whole life savings on the line. I don't do stuff like that. It does. Look at that. Oh my god. And are they saying that Stellar Lumens might be the one? Oh my god. Or just something like it? I don't know. But this is from the gang. You can look at their chart too. Wait, that XLM? I didn't realize that that's what that was. I didn't even know that. See, guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's perfect example. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that XLM was Stellar Lumens. That's how little I give a fuck about what I'm trading. I don't even know the name, like the company. I don't know the names of the companies. I don't know what they sell. I don't give a fuck what they do. Again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not saying. I'm never saying what I'm doing is the only way to do it. It's the right way, the wrong way. I'm saying what I personally do and how I see the market. I mean, that's the beauty of the market. Everyone looks at it so differently. They have their own approaches. That's what ultimately you got to find your own system. But I just like pure price action because it just doesn't lie. I mean, it's price action. It's legit what it is. I mean, it's on here on the chart, so that's why I like it. But XLM, that's Stellar Lumens, unbelievable. Yeah, X Lumens, I get it. Doge, it's the same. Doge USD is that how it is? Yeah. See, but Dogecoin's a little different. What? Holy shit. 27 cents? Shit, man. That's crazy. I had no idea. Holy fuck, dude. I might walk in some more profit after this. This is parabolic, man. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, I already took some profit off. I don't feel bad about it. I don't. Guys, again, do you know why? Again, I always look at it this way. This is what's it even say? From 10 to 27, almost 200%. Okay. When the momentum in the stock market's hot, stocks do this literally every day. You'll have a stock that goes 300% one day. The next day, you'll be another stock up 300%. And next, another stock up 300%. And the thing about things up a lot and like highly volatile is that when they, this pullback, like these moves are just like you can make a lot of money per move. You can also lose some, obviously, but this is crazy. I had no idea this is the chart. Wow. If anyone in Doge now, I mean, again, don't take my word for it. This huge top and tail is interesting. At 30 cents, high of 30, see? A psychological level, because it's like this a round number. And on these like sub dollar stocks, you have, 10, 20, 30 cents, kind of the mark. This thing ripped right through 20. But again, I see it had high of 19. See, this hit a high of 19. This hit a high of 29. So you saw 20 cents of resistance here, 30 cents of resistance here. So what you want next is to rip up the next day. But we'll see. This is already pretty parabolic. Like, I would not be a buyer here. Again, it does not mean it can't keep going up. I was said the same thing yesterday. But again, it's like, that's why I'm explaining. Like, there's always the next opportunity. I don't believe that one trade ever is worth losing all your money or losing a bunch on. Like, I just want to get over it, not cry that I missed out on something, and then just wait for the next opportunity. That's just I think that's just the appropriate way to do it. I mean, I'm in a little bit on Doge. I mean, I made some money on it. That's fine. And even if I didn't, that's fine. I mean, I didn't make a single dollar in GameStop. I didn't make any money in GameStop. That's fine. Yeah, I had no idea Doge was like that crazy. And guys, it shows you again, like the strongest crypto really is Doge. This chart itself just shows you. You saw everything else is following Bitcoin, but Doge is doing so. Again, this is something you want to day trade. Doge is literally going to the moon. Yeah, think about it. That's why going to the moon. Elon Musk supporting it. It's all a riddle. And guys, I'm glad that we've been talking about these things in this community. Before these things have these moves. Guys, XRP is, guys, remember in this stream, we're looking at XRP, and I said, guys, if this thing starts to break 20 cents, 30 cents, and start flagging up from here, then it's good to buy. And that's literally what it did. I was saying that like way back here when it was still in the 20-cent range, like last year. And it literally did that. It started to curl up, make higher highs, see ascending support, and then what happens that happens, the volume comes in, people just, because that's what happens, like this starts to happen, people catch on to this, people start talking about it, volume pours in, all of a sudden it just blows up. Shorts start to cover, start to panic, people start to buy. And again, I don't even know how effective shorting really is in the crypto world. I explain this the same way I explain the stock market, because if I explain this the same way, you can at least learn how to trade both. I don't like forex. I like forex, but I don't trade forex this way. I don't believe that forex. I mean, I just know it doesn't. People think it does. They do make money off it. They do make money even off. Some people use psychological stuff with forex. I wouldn't, because again, forex is different. There's no intrinsic value like these things have. The big banks literally can take price any way they want it. You see how they're always fading the sentiment. I show you all the time. If people are bullish the euro dollar, they're taking it down. If people are mostly shorting the euro dollar, they take it up. It's always the opposite of what people do. That's literally how forex moves. And essentially, this is the same, but this is kind of not, because guys, everyone knows crypto's been going up. Everyone's bullish crypto, and it's going up because of that. You see what I'm saying? But forex does the opposite of what people want to do. That's how they steal people's money, because the banks need to do that. That's how the banks work. They can't just for example, if a big banker wanted to step in and do anything, they just drive prices because they have all this money, right? So that's why in forex, even things like this, like it was the big banks buying on these flushes. They shake people out. They buy these dips with their algorithms, especially. Yeah, Doge is crazy. Bat from Brave browser. Nice. Brave browser. It's like a private browsers. So it's cool that y'all know about the technologies and stuff. Bat. I mean, guys, but if you're investing in these for like the long term, then you should. Like, guys, to be honest, it's funny what I explained about not caring about what these things are. But the thing is, I have all this XRP because I did buy into what they're about. I was like, oh, MoneyGram, because I knew how important MoneyGram was, sending money around, and how kind of like, how inconvenient it was. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. It's like I bought XRP, and yeah, it's kind of held it. But bad. This chart. I mean, it's going up. This is a very choppy chart though, which for trading purposes, I would hate trading this. I already know, because this thing pops up and fades. It just pops up, fades, pops up, fades. See. It dips get bought up though. It's like just doges all day. Again, this is for holding. You can see it's just going up. It's fine, but just for trading, this would probably be frustrating. I could just tell. Like if I saw if it was like a 5 minute chart that looked like this, if it charted this in a 5 minute, I'd be like, man, this is ridiculous. I hope the 5 minutes not so bad. Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, it just kind of chills there, though. This is more like a swing trading stock. Come look at Doge again real quick. Because honestly, I mean, if it's pulling back a bit more... Guys, this is a blow off top. Again, look at this. I'll go run a 5 minutes. See? Maybe I should also teach you about this. Because you can trade straight off the daily chart. But if you want to see what's really going on during the day, you can look at this. This is some momentum. This is momentum. And the things we're talking about, guys, these are the market's fractal in nature. That's why... And this is why I do like day trading, because everything I showed you, you can just apply the same thing in the middle of the day on the 5 minute chart, on the 1 minute chart. Like everything explained to you makes good 5 minute sets. But you see how they fake people out? You see, this is what they do. See how this is flagging, right? You see how it breaks that flag? It just flushes down, but the dips get right back bought up, and then it does it. And I guess this is shit Forex likes to do, especially. Forex, crypto, they're really similar with this type of... Again, the stock market does this too, but you see this a whole lot especially just like in crypto forex. These is huge, just like fake outs. And what do you think this also fakes out? Short sellers. That's the main thing. That's why things just rip too. This happens a lot in the stock market. I see this setup all the time with stocks. They'll break a pattern. And the thing is, it might frustrate you, but I think the best thing to do is if you're in this and you get stopped out here, is to get right back in when you see this type of thing and you see like the next candle making you high, especially this, because you know shorts got stopped out. People were shorting here, and then see how it's going to break this pivot over here, this triangle, and then a breakout happens. And then here, this triangle just didn't work. And again, I mean, it is on declining volume. It already had a huge extended move, so its probabilities. This has had a low probability of working. It already had its moves. Again, I know this is hindsight, but it asks me to show you what's going to happen next. It could form, like right now, we could be trying to form a reverse head and shoulders here, and for another pushback up to 30. But you can also start having a bear flag down. Not a bear flag, just flagging down kind of more. Some ways a bear flag. Maybe to this, back to 22. I mean, this 24 cents. I don't like how it's selling off here, but you kind of wanted to hold here. See this pivot, this V. You want to see it hold, kind of support, or really where it's at now, where it's at right now. Look, it bounced. Again, I'm not trying to play trick. You see it bounce. You see, look at it bouncing. It doesn't mean it's going to close there, but you see what I'm just trying to explain to you price action. It's selling off to this. See this little knot. These are like pockets, and it's like, pretend this is a pocket, right? A pocket, and you put. It's not my analogy, but I heard it from other traders. You put like coins in your pocket, change in your pocket. When there's a hole in your pocket, that all the coins just fall through. So when it breaks this pocket, it's breaking this pattern. People are going short, but you see how it's trying to find support in this pocket, in the middle of this pocket. This is literally how things love to do, and this is how structure is. I mean, it's doing the same back here. It doesn't, always hold. It'll do shit like this. Again, it's not perfect science, but at least you're not going to panic sell here. You got to kind of give it some room. Like me, I would like to see the hole here and go back up, and maybe I'll start taking profit if it's like a double top, because you can easily double top. You're up, a little consolidation. You could get stuck at a double top again, and then you have to give it some more time or something. But again, and you notice how I called that and it popped out? That means I could have caught that dip. Like, it's a dip. It's a dip by opportunity. And again, let's assume that this is a stock that actually has some, because I wouldn't have bought that dip to sell. I mean, I would have, but I'd be buying the dip, right? To hopefully it consolidates to sell to 30. But to be honest, I would just even let it just do its thing. Buying the breakout of 27.6 for the move up is even just like a safer, easier bet. But you see what I said? And see, you got really bought up. Look at the candles. It looks like it's even close green now. Wow. I love how this shit happens real time. It's a beautiful dip it's doing. So, on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I trade the market. I trade the market. I don't even trade crypto. I've done it before. And I'm tempted to get back in it on Binance, like doing a $500 account challenge or something, because there's momentum. There's momentum in the crypto market. That's where everything is right now. Hey, what's good, Eric? Eric Rader from New Zealand. Good to see your friend. Jesuit trained Joe Biden is the architect behind militant war on drugs. Wow. Oh yeah, he is, because of the Joe Biden. He had this whole gun. I remember that Joe Biden had his whole his whole speech. We even looked at the speech before. God, man, I should know about this, but I know exactly what you're talking about. The architect of the militant drug war and the lies associated with it started with Joe Biden. The crack baby epidemic never happened. That was Biden's lie to increase the violence of his drug war that continues today and isn't going away anytime soon. Exactly. I can even upvote it. Perfect. Exactly. And this is getting shared to Twitter. Cross posts to Twitter. That's what's happening, right? Cross posts to Reddit. That's what they mean. Yeah, I'm sure any of the guys Reddit, they just love censoring shit. This is BS. Let's go on Twitter. But again, guys, that's the market. I'm glad that we have that nice live example. As me saying right here, this knot, it looks like as soon as it right now, it just bounced. And it means the timing was, again, it's like all about, you can even get the timing. What? YouTube's already taken down 3 channels or 3 videos from Zachary on the corner. Medical misinformation. Oh, the guard, the South Park guard. Look, South Park. Damn. Those are some good ass videos. Zach's titles are on point. Man, I'm just laughing my ass off at the titles in those videos. And they're guys. My favorite titles are just the ones that are so true. Like they're all true titles. That's the best part about it. They're just so funny. Good Carrot Baylor. Yeah, he passed all that shit. Yeah, then he used the war on drugs to go after people's right to bear arms. He's a complete shitbag. And yep, and people like him. Brave. Oh, yeah, I haven't used a Brave browser yet. I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. See, look at it now. See, that candle closed green, and now it looks like once the consult. See this flag now? It's forming some kind of triangle, and this triangle now is going to be the so on a again that book I linked. It really teaches you all these things. This is a reverse head and shoulders. It looks like well. I mean, it's the pattern is technically not there until it completes itself, really, but it's forming that. See, here's a shoulder here, left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. And the right shoulder is usually longer than the left shoulder on the reverse head and shoulders because you gotta think about it. Like it kind of takes time for people to kind of get back into the stock because it has just been selling off. So things that are already selling off takes a bit more energy to kind of lift it up and get it back going versus things that are already kind of high because people kind of sell at the same time. Selling like there's a saying that bears take the elevator and bulls take the stairs, and that's kind of how things usually work. Of course, you want to be in the elevator when the bulls take the elevator. Like here, that's really what you're looking for. But bulls take the stairs, bears take the elevator. See, things usually kind of sell off quickly. So when things are reversing, they kind of take a bit longer to kind of get their bearing and curl up. But again, that's why you shouldn't get impatient. This is completely normal. This left or right shoulder longer than the right shoulder, and then you want to kind of curl up. You want volume to come in. Also, volume's not coming in. Again, with crypto, I don't know how they calculate volume. I don't know how important volume is, but this is stocks. Obviously, I'm looking for volume to be coming into, especially during the breakout. But I mean, volume. You see how volume came in here? The green bars are bigger. So I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this here, and then it rips up, and then hopefully it rips past 30. And if this fails and it just breaks this, I'll definitely be taking some profit. But again, like if I'm right now, I'm about to lock in some profit more on this, which I guess I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to ride this. I'm really not trying to ride this to the moon. I don't mind locking in whatever I have. I'm not gonna lock in everything. I don't mind scaling out. I just don't believe in holding blindly without any target. Just think it's gonna go to $1. And oh yeah, sure, if I missed out, I did. But guys, I don't sell. I mean, I've hit the top of a lot of things. I feel like I sell at decent times. You always sell too early. You always sell too late. Yeah, I own crypto. I own some XRP. I own a little bit of Doge, and I own one Litecoin because I sold other Litecoins. So I used to own Ethereum. I sold that. I used to own Bitcoin. I sold that. Yep. But that's it. I don't own other cryptos. But man, I really might just start trading crypto. But even I don't even know. I feel like you need a lot of money to also do it because again, like unless you can get leverage, if I can get a broker that gives me leverage, I would. Because I know what to do with leverage. I would use leverage like for example like here. I mean, I don't like buying consolidation to be honest, but just for an example, I would be risking off like 25 cents. So like a 1 cent stop, and then I'll be just scaling as it goes up. But again, like with a small account, like you can't really make much money. I mean, 24 to 29, these are not big moves. Well, they are. We need a lot of shares. But like even like $500 worth or something, like you get even the percent gain. Like there's again, I know compared to bank account, they're good moves. I'm talking about just like I would love to be sized in with like at least like a few grand worth of shit as this thing rips up. But good for Doge. This is pretty crazy to me. But That's how shit goes. It's always the crappy, weird stuff that makes all the money, like Tesla. You guys had the other one you mentioned. I think this, you guys kind of get the point on all this crypto. I mean, it's literally the same. I have my chart up. Might as well show you the Vox.com. Crypto goes off hype, and however the blockchain base is going. Yep, exactly. And this is what, and again, I show you what that's. So the hype. The hype is a science. You can study the hype and literally trade based on the hype. But that's literally what the chart is. It's the hype. It's that's exactly it. It's hype. All this shit trades off hype. People just thinking things are so good when they're just not. And I'm not saying anything about Doge or XLM. I'm not bashing the technology. I'm ignorant, and I guess I love being ignorant about these things because then I just focus on the price on the chart, right? I don't care about what Doge has in plans with Elon Musk. I literally don't care. All I care about is literally all I've been thinking about this whole time is, oh, are we gonna consolidate, break this, break this head and shoulders pattern and go up higher? Are we gonna retest 30? Are we gonna double top? Like I'm listening what am I going through my mind right now? Are we gonna double top at 30 and things like that, or is this gonna roll over here after this extended move right here? I don't care what I still don't know what Dogecoin is. Like I don't even know what they do. I literally don't know what they are, what they do. I know they participate in propaganda rituals with Elon Musk. I know that part. Doing things by the numbers. Doge 22. XMR is pretty good. Why did I sell my Bitcoin and Ethereum? Because this was before even now. I just didn't want to hold them. Like I just wanted to use the money for something else. I think it was like I wanted to trade with it or something. I don't remember. But can't withdraw unless you hold a node. They have a chart. IRS has a bounty for anyone who can hack XMR and make it visible. To me, it sounds like control opposition for them. I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a CIA NSA project. Yeah, I just sold because they weren't, and they just popped up, and I was up on my investment too. And since I sold, they did go back down. That's the thing is, I sold them. The price went back down. I could have gotten back in. I just didn't get back in. That's really what the question is. Why didn't I get back in? And I just didn't have the capital to want to do it. Christian organizations in New Zealand that support Joe Biden's militant drug war. Family First NZ. I'm sure that they're run by the Jesuits. Absolutely. Yep. Someone named that one private coin. PRE. Got another one of those. There's so many crypto, but guys, the whole point is if there's momentum, that's like now is the time to be trading crypto. Sure, I mean I could be saying this now, guys. I understand I could be saying this now, and tomorrow, the whole crypto market crashes, everything goes back to before, and I called the top. Like it's possible, but again, I'm not here to predict things like that. You see the trend is going up, things are literally flagging, looking for the next move higher. So that's where your mind should be. If you're always afraid, thinking the opposite, you're gonna be it's just never gonna work. See, this chart is interesting. This is that 5-minute chart. It's a really weird chart. It's crazy. That's why you gotta look at the daily chart if you just want to see like how it looks normally. But even holy fuck, I don't even know what to say about this. Oh, it was zoomed in. It looks a bit better. We're flagging. And you also always look left. This could be a good breakout. It could be having a good breakout coming soon because see look at this is sweet. If it can break 13 cents, you got room up to 20. Because that's kind of this run of this bump and run pattern, kind of where it kind of sells off, kind of pulls up a bit and keeps going. But if you can even say that, I mean, I think, or this kind of half of this, which is like 20 cents. That's the next, whole level, this could rip, this could consolidate, break, go to 20. I don't know. I mean, or it could just get stuck here for some time. It could even be stuck here for like months and then go to 20. I mean, you know what I mean? Because you had a huge pump, first pullback, second kind of consolidation area, which is good. I mean, that's one thing. This is like your initial breakout. It kind of goes breakout, first pullback, second pullback, and then the third pullback is really what's iffy. So again, this looks like it has a good chance to keep going somewhere. This chart looks really weird though. Like it's just so dense, it's hard to even see. But I can see the overall shape of it. There's another X something. Oh yeah, gold and silver. You're all also interested in too. Well, so in case anyone joined late, or I talk about silver. But what have I said about silver, guys? Again, I guess I'm never here saying look what I said. I'm always just trying to prove that. Well, I'm not trying to teach you bullshit. Didn't I not say even before it broke under the SMA that I ultimately wanted this to break under the SMA so I can buy more, which I haven't yet, but it's still at the SMA. And again, I mean, I'll buy like an ounce more, so I'm off like $10-$20. I mean, it's not gonna bother me like that. But you see what I'm saying? It broke under the long-term moving average. It found a low and it bounced, formed a higher low, and now it looks like it wants to break. See, it broke. Now, see, it's a smaller candle, kind of Harami candle. So it looks like it's trying to hold above this longer-term moving average, consolidate, and then go back up. That's what these things always do. That's why I call this a value zone, because you load up here, it pops up, and you're just in the money. If you're buying the actual, the actual full silver bar, no premium and stuff like that, because if you buy the coins, all the premium you're paying, your average my average is like up here. But again, I've explained, I rather just hold silver, because again, when the dollar collapses, silver is just going to be worth something anyway. But it did the same thing. I don't know what gold's doing, but let's see. If it's I keep saying doing AU, it's GC. So gold really did sell off to this kind of previous consolidation area back here, which is good. This is a good zone, see, but it found support around here, and it's bouncing up. And I literally said this. I mean, this is so fucked up. I said this same shit. And again, this is not, whoa. It's, guys, this is called price action. I'm just trying to say, once you understand price action, support or resistance, it's really easy to see. You always look left, go to the previous areas of congestion, things like this, and then you look for it to find support there. Like you were looking for the find support here. See, this is congestion area before this breakout. It did. It actually did find support here, and it bounced, but it couldn't really fully hold, and it broke that. See, it broke it, and then it went to the next level of congestion, which is down here. Really, it's kind of here, the top of this. But you go look at this, the big picture too. This big structure here, and this big structure here. It literally found support there, and it's bouncing. And it could fail. It could fail this and go lower, but it also could just wiggle its way back up. That's just, again, gold, silver, crypto, stocks. Again, it's just Forex. Again, I'll show you Forex, the most manipulated pair. And again, people apply this. They do this. But see this previous level of structure here? Yes, it did find support in the middle of it. Again, it does do it. I'm not gonna ever say it doesn't do this way, because people do it. But I feel like it's the banks doing it. That's the thing, is the big banks knowing this, and they're playing games as it's happening. Guys, this shit is so manipulated beyond belief. Because again, it's not like a stock or a coin or people just kind of buying and selling them. This is straight up the big banks just like controlling the price. Guys, this is a multi-trillion-dollar market. They run all the money. That's why, again, I'm sure people have been very bullish euro dollar since January, and they've been taking it lower. That's what it looks like. People are still trying to go along. They're buying because they're trying to call the reversal. The problem is that most Forex traders lose money, and most Forex traders are reversal traders. They're always trying to catch the bottom, catch the reversal. So you see how that works? And you see what they did even? I mean, you can just see how they play these games. It's just so simple to see for me. And that's why I trade this with just pure indicators. You know what I mean? Like, not price action. Again, I'll keep saying it. People trade this price action. They make millions of dollars a year trading this with price actions. I'm not saying it can't be done or it's impossible. But again, if you're playing against the best people in the world, this gang, you want to just be equipped with the best strategy. And I don't think, again, in my opinion, using price action the way I'm showing you is good with Forex. And you see how people were trying to just kind of think it's going to stay up here. But again, they're trying to catch this bottom, this bottom, this bottom. They caught this one. And maybe now, if you look at the sentiment index, maybe people are more bullish, maybe or more short biased, and they're gonna take it higher now. But that's just really what the forex market does. It just does opposite of what people want, and people do get smoked. Where are we in time? Okay, hour. All right, I'm gonna move on to the Kentucky Derby really soon. Just any last questions? The supporters of Joe Biden's militant drug war will claim they are for medical cannabis. They will also say that they want the Jesuit-owned pharmaceuticals making medical cannabis. Oh, definitely. Pfizer cannabis, Moderna cannabis. That's what they want. Hey, Crypto Skippy. Nice. Third Elliott wave, usually larger. Yes, it is. Because that's that, you have like your up, down, and that up one. That's like you have the initial breakout, the pullback, and the third one is like, again, most people miss the initial move if you think about it. Yeah, this is like the third Elliott wave. The one, two. I think I used to even have this memorized and kind of see it here and there. But you have that one long drawn. It goes one, it's like one, two, three, and then four, five, and five is like weaker than three. Like one, two, three, four, five, or something like that. And that's because again, people miss the initial move. They get in on that first pullback, and they're just like frenzy. People just go at it, and things get exciting. Shorts getting screwed. Oh, absolutely, Angel. I'm really glad to share that. That's one of the best books I've ever read. That's the book that really helped me. Oh, new GTA game. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna GTA 6 or whatever. Yeah, we'll see what they do with that. I don't know what we're gonna be about though. Cedar FX, leverage for growth. Oh, this is to trade forex. Oh wow, they plant trees for every lot traded. That's pretty. That's a pretty good broker. So you're trading and planting trees with no commissions. Interesting. Wow. Zero commission was one other platform is, and if there's hotkeys for stock too, and we'll see where these people are located, because they're located in America, then they might have to make you use 25 grand to open a stock trading account to trade to day trade without PDT rule. Plant the tree. This is interesting. I really like these people already. I mean, I've never gone with them, but I like the idea. Live and demo accounts, eco accounts. Oh, but your eco account, you're charged. So it's like you're donating. You're charged $1 commission. They will match them out, and 100% of funds collected will be sent to ecology. I mean, of course, it'll be some Jesuit run thing like most charities, but I'm not gonna assume that or anything. Just gonna always give a disclaimer. Interesting. This I've never heard of this before. I just wish that I knew where they're located. Hedging, scalping, and robots. Maybe they mean this. Maybe they mean like using robots to scalp because you can scalp manually. I mean anywhere. I hope so. I hope they say you can't scalp just with your own two hands. I mean, I'm sure you should be able to. I mean, when you're trading these small price stocks is literally what you're doing. I mean, they don't make long moves all the time. Minimum deposit, $10. Yeah, I wonder how their platform is. I'm interested. I'll look more into those. Interesting. That's really cool. Hey, Jared. Good seeing you. Good to have you back, Jared. Yeah, we've been talking about the market, crypto. We can keep track of Doge while we look at other things because we're already looking at the 5-minute chart. And we might as well keep my eye on it because I'm ready to. This is a pretty big move. I mean, it can go higher. This thing can go to $1 easily. I mean, not easily, but look, where's it at now? We can also just break its pattern real quick. Let's see. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Let's see. Look at that. It broke that pattern. I'm taking profit, guys. I don't give a fuck. Again, it can hold this swing low still, but you see it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. And that's what happened. It didn't work. We see how we give it time, and that's literally why I said, like, sure, you could buy this dip, but I like to wait for it to actually break this pattern because it's just more, it's safer, it's more confirmation. But because you ultimately probably would want to risk. Well, here I probably risk this thing if I want a tight risk stop here. But you can see how you're out of, like, I'll be out of the trade. I'm out of the trade. I wouldn't be trading. I mean, I'm not gonna. Let me just see. This fuck this. I'm probably up like $100 or something on it, honestly. But you know, again, it looks like it can still curl here. You know, a lower low again. It's still holding this. It's still valid, right? We have to move like this. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm only up like $140 in it. I mean, I put like $100. I took some out. So again, I didn't put a lot in, but it's fine. I don't care. I think walking away green, being grateful for the profits you get, is the name of the game. Because again, it's like, okay, guys, just wait the next round of momentum. This is nothing compared to that. It really isn't. I'm not downplaying. This is good for Doge, but I'm saying because I think imagine a stock going from like, what was it, $13 to $30. Okay, I've seen stocks go from $2 to $60. You have to the whole Kodak. Guys, again, this is why. And guys, I'm trying to help in with the FOMO because people have FOMO. They think, I missed out. I should have bought more. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's like, it's about having a scarcity mindset versus an abundance mindset, right? I have a abundance mindset with the market. Like, I mean, a scarcity mindset, like, oh no, damn, I missed out. It sucks, and you feel like you're limited opportunities, but you have to think there's like unlimited opportunities. I mean, remember, look at this Kodak. Never forget these things. This thing went high. It was trading at $2 just a couple days ago, right? Well, not from today, but from when this popped. $2, see $2, the $2 range. This thing went from $2 and gaps up, right? And it gaps up and doesn't even close at its highs. Like, again, I would not have bought at this close for the move. I would not have bought here for it to do this. But notice how I didn't have to. Why? Who cares if I didn't miss out on this? Look what it did this day. It hit a low of 1750, and I remember watching. I remember watching it hit that low and everything. I remember this. I didn't stay. I didn't stay for the whole day where it went all the way to 60. And it's funny. I think I actually lost money on this. I actually lost money on it that day too, if I remember. Because that's what happens. You can get just wrong entry, wrong timing, and then you don't get back in. Of course, I was worse at trading back then too, but things can go up to the moon. You can still lose money in it. But this is bigger than Doge. You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than, it's bigger than Bitcoin. It is. Bitcoin going from, let's say its all-time high of, even, 3,000 to where it is now? Maybe my math is wrong, but again, $2 to $60. UN, it's just ones I can name off the top of my head. UONE. This was a Black Lives Matter stock. Think about it. See, June 15th. Juneteenth is on the 19th. That's his high. This is Urban One. This is a black people company. And it hit its high on Juneteenth. June 19th. This is scripted. And think about it, all this happened during the whole Black Lives Matter thing from George Floyd, because that's what was trending. BYFC. This is another Black Lives Matter type of company. So you see something, shit happens in the media, stocks react based on, like, certain stocks have momentum. This going from $1 to $7. This is the June, July momentum, which is so crazy. It was good. People were making good money then. So you see what I'm saying? These opportunities in the market all the time. This is why I like to focus on these type of stocks. When the market's hot, they're hot, and they give you plenty of opportunities, short and long. People short the shit out of this. You could have shorted the next day too. Open at 445. It literally opened and just faded all day long, an all day fader. They're called all day faders. Where they open, they might have a little pop at the open or something, but this didn't even pop. And it opened at 445 and just faded all day. Open at 445, high 40. That means it opened and just faded all day. People shorted the shit out of this, and then they covered. See, remember when GameStop did the same thing. See, GameStop pumped up, it sold off to its longer term moving average, and then the first daily candle making new high was a huge high, and it went up about halfway, give or take, almost, of the initial move. I'll show you GameStop. GameStop did the same thing. See, it did the same thing. Again, it's not perfect, but it did the same type of move: a short squeeze and cover off a longer term moving average, off previous support. Also, it's essentially what it is too. It's the same thing. So again, you know how these, and look, BYFC even did shit again later, going from $2 back to $3 over some days was not as good, but it's still fine. That's $2 to $3 is good. I mean, it's a normal, nice move. So again, to feel like you're missing out on things, I think you get that out of your head, because that's, again, the people who bought at $54, right, are the people who thought that they were missing out. And of course, breakout traders buying. I mean, I would have bought it at 54. Why? If I was trading this at that price, and if that was my price range, because it broke 54, so I'll probably bought it at 54 for the move to 55. But I would have cut my loss at like 53, 50, 53, even 80, because it would have been a false breakout. So there's nothing wrong with buying at the top. What's wrong is you're buying at the top and you're selling like down here, because you're still, guys, there's people who are still probably holding from up here. They just hold and hope that one day it goes back up. GME, they were hoping, and it never did. People who buy it at 500, it never went back up there. Can it still go back up there? Of course, anything can happen, but never did yet. That's why you want cut losses quickly, especially when you're buying really high, because you could literally be buying at the top. It's a game of hot potato with the Catholic Church. I wish I could remember some more. I mean, there's so many of them. Even just some ones aren't so popular. PDSB. This is recent. This is as recent as a couple months ago. And see, it's the same thing I'm talking about. See, ascending support. The support never breaks until just a blow off top, and then it fades, right? And this is why I'm saying, that's why I took a little profit in XRP. So I might take some little profit in Doge after the stream. Maybe not. I don't even have much in it to the point to even care about it. But after a move like that, and it's not trying to test 30 again, I'll take, even if it's a quarter of it out. I don't care. A little bit. I don't care. That's just how I like to trade. Because I can get back in Doge right now. I can get back in Doge anytime I want. That's the whole point. You can get back in these things. It just doesn't matter. It's like you sell and it's over. That's what people believe. Oh, once you sell, it's done. Like, no, you can literally get back in the same day. That's why I just don't get that. You just lose money in commissions, and your average goes up. Okay, averaging up is a good thing. Again, what if you're imagine averaging up? You're buying, and every time the stock goes higher, you're just adding, and then you sell somewhere in this pop. I mean, that's how you make money. If you're averaging down, you need this to happen. What if it didn't do this? Right? What if it didn't do this? You just be averaging down all the way down until the thing goes bankrupt or something. And I've done that before. I've made all these mistakes before. So averaging down can be good if you have a line in the sand. Like if you bought maybe here, but you said that your line in the sand is the SMA. So averaging down wouldn't have been a bad idea. But you know that once it breaks this SMA, you'll have hit your max loss, right? So you know how much to average down to. That's like the only time it's appropriate. It's still not the best, but if things are bullish to begin with, then yeah, I mean, it's not like the worst idea, to be honest, because you're buying on the way down to something that's overall strong. But yeah, I mean, I see those right now. The market's not doing stuff like that, but I mean, it will. Oh, nice Gorilla, nice Bike Ride. Those are good. Dr. Oz Truth. Yeah, he is. You gotta listen to everything Dr. Oz says. Obviously. November 9th, 2021. 56 years since 1965 major blackout. Huh. I can see that. Yeah, I saw Doge. We're looking at that. We're looking at it for a while. It's up here right here, and we're looking at. See, but it's holding. See, it's still currently. It's too early. It's holding this. It's. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just a sign of, to me, it's a sign of strength, and it's never perfect science, right? Again, this was like, I didn't want to hold here and it didn't, but again, it doesn't mean it's over. You always want to look for the next thing, the next clue, right? The next clue. The next clue was that sure it didn't form a reversal here, but here we have this, and it's still trying to still hold above what previous. Like it's like right now, everything I taught you, it's doing right now on the 5-minute chart. See previous resistance here, and it's trying to curl there. See, it still couldn't sell off below this previous resistance. It went a little bit below it, but see right now it's trying to hold up. So they give you the general direction, but it doesn't have to do this. I think your ultimate thing is see these two bottoming tails here. You wanted to hold this. I feel like once it breaks these, it's a sign of weakness. Again, this is the 5-minute chart. This doesn't really mean much for it. Well, it does mean much of it for the day because this thing just ripped. It ripped, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably still hold. I mean, I want to see it retest 30 because it can retest 30 and then they move to 35. But if it breaks all this and starts doing bullshit, then I'll scale out some. Again, I don't care. I really just bought this because I remember, guys, the day I bought. Remember the day I bought Dogecoin? I said the day I bought it. I said on the stream because I saw the chart. We looked at the chart. It looked too good to me. I was like, oh, this is actually. I forgot what day it was though. It was before all this though. It was like way back here. So the thing just ripped so much now. I mean, it was at 9 cents. Oh, fuck, where was it? Oh, I swear I bought it 9 cents. So it had to have been here. Ah, it was here because it was a fresh breakout. That's why I bought here. I literally bought here. That's where I bought. Sure, I could have bought more. I didn't think it was gonna rip up like this, but again, I didn't have much money to throw in. Again, I'm not sitting here and living in regret because again, I showed you when this stock market does this type of shit again, I could just have another opportunity, and I'm grateful for what I am. I'm truly grateful for at least I made some money on this. So you see this? These are, guys, the longer term like structures you have, the better. The better the breakout. This is completely squeezing out shorts. People are going crazy. Back in February 7th, right? It had a high of 8 cents of 0.888. Of course. So then it breaks that high at 0.95 because again the 1 cent mark or 10 cent mark, this 10 cents mark is the first resistance level for this. So it broke out here, it closed above there, so the next day it just ripped. It popped. And it popped and faded, but it held that. See, look, the next it could do the same thing. It can open up here at this tail, eat this tail up and go up to 30, 40 cents. It's still possible. But the candle's getting bigger. Like this is exhaustion, and here you have a divergence. This is why you gotta be careful of divergence. Look at the volume. It's going down. The volume's declining. This is why I have no. This is literally why I have no problem taking more profit. I probably am going to take more off the table. I don't give a shit. You do not have to. This is how I like to trade. I like to invest, and I never feel bad about it because there's always the next trade around the corner. But see how the volume's declining? That means less and less people are buying and selling it, especially buying. All this green, you have less buyers, especially. You have sellers stepping in clearly at 30 cents on declining volume. So you have topping tail, extended, 4 green candles in a row. This one's like a blow off top, just huge candle. It makes sense to take profits. It does. Because you can always get back in. That's why Warren Buffett says you'll buy when people are. I mean, the guy's an actor, but he's right. You buy when people are fearful and sell when they're greedy. People are literally being greedy right now, which is it's nothing wrong. Again, I think you gotta know when to be greedy. When you see this type of momentum, especially when you're day trading this, yeah, you want to be greedy. You want to be sizing in. You know how it's trending. Elon Musk probably said some ritual by the numbers or something. Then you want to be sizing in, but always managing your risk. You can still be greedy and manage your risk. See, it's at the 50%. Like this is like a kind of a pivotal point because if this thing sells off and closes at like 20 cents, that's not gonna look good. You have this huge just topping tail. Like it's already not looking good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, again, I could easily be wrong. I know this because you could say the same thing yesterday. Only difference is yesterday it closed near its highs. It's too early to tell now. You still got plenty of time before this closes. So guys, I mean, it can literally break 30 cents today, and this candle can be up to 35, 40. I mean, this is possible. This thing can be at 40 cents. This thing's gonna be at a fucking dollar today. I mean, think about it. Elon Musk used to come out and say, "Hey, I've put the rest of Tesla into Dogecoin." And the thing is, I mean, people are gonna believe probably some lie. He probably never did it, but he could say some shit like that. Everyone's gonna go crazy, and this thing can literally go to a dollar in a day. I mean, $2, $3. I mean, it's possible. But just because things are possible, you have to look at what's most probable. What's most probable is that this thing will probably will probably get stuck here and sell off a bit or consolidate or shoot up again to 40, maybe 50 cents, like the half dollar. Like I think this thing can easily rip up to 50 cents, and that's the top, and then just like and that's just it. Maybe it gets stuck here for some time. I do think this thing is at this point. I really do think this thing is Oh my god, I think this thing has room to 50 cents. I do. I mean, it's all time highs. These are blue skies, right? It has room to 50 cents just because the half dollar resistance, and people will take it there. When will it stop? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is going to let it pump. Yeah, if Bitcoin keeps going up, it's going to keep going up. Pump and dump. These are definitely pump and dumps. So yeah, keep watching Bitcoin. Although again, this is following on itself, and this is following its own pattern. But it's still at the end of the day. Again, if Bitcoin just started flushing super hard, I don't think it will help Doge much, unless again Elon Musk had his own thing he said about it. But Bitcoin, it's going up, but it's not the chart's different than Doge. It's a weaker chart than Doge. I mean, Doge is a super strong chart, extremely strong. That's like Doge is going parabolic. This is not parabolic, but that doesn't mean it's not. It's still going up. I mean, this flag's looking too good. Not too good. It's looking okay. Only problem again is you have this whole time it's been going up. The volume has just been declining. I mean, again, I'm not too keen on the volume, but I read the same. I mean, look, the volume is clearly going up here. It's going up nicely, and still the biggest. I mean, your biggest volume bar here is like on a red day, and it still goes up. That's why it's almost like I don't know how serious the volume is with this. It's not like because again, it's not like the. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Maybe the stocks have the exchange, and it's just much easier to track the volume on stocks than with like Forex. I know Forex is also another game. Forex, futures, crypto. It's just a little different. So I don't know. Again, I don't know how much faith to put into the volume profile. I'm sure some people don't even use it because this doesn't look good. I mean, the volume's clearly going down and it's going up. But you could have said that. You could have said it way back here. You could have said that down here. You missed all this move. So it's almost like I just don't even care about the volume on Bitcoin. But then but times like this you would though. I mean, here it makes sense though. So I don't know. But yeah, guys, I don't trade crypto. I'm okay with saying I don't know much about crypto. I don't trade it often. So I think I've said enough about this. It's XRP it now. Oh, it's still at one. That's Wednesday. It's selling off still. We were talking about see it's flat. See this top and tail I don't like. But guys, again, I'm happy I took profit when I did. I mean, doesn't mean guys. Again, I know it can still go up to $2. That's where I have my sights set, but it's lower than when I sold it at still. Yeah, it can pump with low volume with buy wall set up. Okay, cool. Does make a lot make a lot of sense. It's probably to do it. Crypto Skippy. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Hey, okay. What's up? It ranked fifth if it went to 50 cents. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess to go to 50 cents. I might even hold. I mean, I'm gonna hold something to 50 cents. I'm gonna hold this until I'm all scaled out. But That's okay. I mean, guys, I made a bunch of money off XRP. I'm not gonna be greedy. I made a lot of money off XRP. Not like a lot, but like for what I put in, I made money off Doge. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay. Like sure, none of it's life changing, but like I don't. Again, I think it's all about having the life changing skill. I have the skills. To me, that's what matters. I essentially bought Doge because of my skill reading the chart. Like I can read a chart, buy, manage my risk, lock and profit, and do that consistently. I think that's more important than catching gigantic moves that don't even happen all the time and always swinging for home runs. Again, here's PDSB business. These are FAMI, F swing traded this. I can just start thinking of all these stocks, man. These things, and again, these are all shit ass companies. These companies suck. They're bad. They're trash companies. This thing going from $5 to $31. You see, 5 to 31 in a couple of days, and in the one day it went from 22 to 31. No, yeah, 22 to 31. There's so many. There's so many of these you can name. TNXP. Just look at the charts. You see how these all look like crypto charts? These are small cap stocks. These are penny stocks. Technically the by the SEC's definition of penny stocks, but I think a penny stock is a stock under $1. I think it's but people know these as penny stocks, but cheap stocks. And it's the same thing. This breaks out of here, and then the next day it gaps up over this long-term moving average, dips, and then rips from 120 to 186. And guys, think about XRP. Sure, maybe one day it does move from. Maybe I have a day here and there it moves from 120 to 186. But again, it's like XRP. The difference here's the difference though. It's about how much money you have. That's the whole point. Like if you had a shit ton of money to want to grow, then yes, you want things like crypto and larger stocks. So the whole point with these are lower float stocks. So like if you buy a lot of shares of this, you will literally like move the price. Like, you can move these stocks yourself. And you don't want to do it. It's the same reason why the big banks don't do it. Why the big banks they fuck people over. They screw people over in the forex and do the opposite of them because they need to get their big positions in. So like they're capable of moving the forex market easily. You are capable with enough money of moving these markets because they're just so small. TOP. This is a fun one. But this is the shows, guys. This thing was gapping. What was it yesterday? And it just gapped and faded. Like I traded it. I lost I think I lost money on this stock, but I've also made money on it before. But now when I've lost, I think I lost like $6 on it or something like that. I think I know I lose really small amounts on these day trading because you can buy at dips, especially, and then when a dip doesn't work, you just know because you can see on the level too. I read the tape. I can read the time of sales, the level 2 window, and you like the whole price action thing I show you. Yeah, you may make your own bull flag exactly. And things people do that on purpose. I mean, people do that on purpose. Chat rooms like they will come and pump these stocks on purpose and dump them. And people do it every single. I mean, they do it all the time. They do it today. Things pop up on no news. This stock called TV popped up the other day on I think it was on no news. Went to highest 13.85. Open at 11. See $11 to 13.85. That's a good one. 2 points from the open. And see the low of 11.58. Freemason 58. But what I'm calling out is that's again the $0.50 resistance. Again, it's never perfect, but you see it hitting a low of 11.58 showed you that that's a bounce off the $0.50. That's what it was. And if you go to the 5-minute chart, you can see it there the past couple days. Let's see. This one looks like a bounce of $12, but still a good example. Oh, yes, this is perfect. This is such a good. See, I didn't trade that. When I saw this stock, it was already like this, and that's why I didn't trade it. Sometimes I'll see these stocks will pop up, and the thing's already like, yeah, this thing already broke out. I think whatever day this was, but wait, was it after midnight? I'm trying to figure what time it is. Okay, so Yeah, everything I taught you is this is doing intraday on the 5-minute chart and on the 1-minute chart. See this flag here? It's a 2-bar flag. You can have two candles that form the same thing, a symmetrical triangle, descending resistance, ascending support, and it opens. This is why I like trading to open, because you get these type of alignments, and they're just so beautiful because they're just so. Again, I'm not trying to use the word easy to make it seem foolproof, but yeah, they can be really easy trades because again, you have this really low risk. Look at the low. It's 11.55. Open 11.62. So you have really 12 cents of risk. 12, I'd say 20 in case you try to sell it when it breaks 11.50, get some slippage, and then you feel like 11.40 or something. So 20 cents of risk. So that's that's like a 200 share starter. So you take this is I'm talking about this is small size, 200 shares. So if you're wrong, you cut it quickly because if you trade with a direct access broker, you can trade that quickly. You're losing like 40 something dollars. But look at this. It breaks, hits high of 1206. And this initial pop, I mean, for how weak the market was been, I would have probably sold half there. But again, I would have gotten back in. This is why I mean by getting out, get back in. You get out at the break of 12 easily. I would have. This thing, again, the first rip to the whole dollar, I like to sell because it doesn't hold. Because look what happened. Look at the next candle, low of 11.92. Guys, this is price action. Price action is it's just so on point because you're seeing it in crypto. We're seeing it here with stocks. 11.92. It's at 90 again. It's the 90s area, maybe high 80s, but usually the 90s. That's the area under the whole dollar. So it hit high of 1206. People took profit, and then they bought the dip in the 90s for the break of the whole dollar. And look what it did. Ripped to 1263. Right? And it can be pretty volatile because it hit high 1263. The next candle hit a low of 1231. In a normal, I guess with normal volatility, quote unquote, you'd want it to, high 1263, maybe dip back to 1250. But the thing is, I probably would have done that. I probably would have gone all out. I would have gone all out here. I'm just envisioning how I would have traded. I probably would have sold everything here at 1260, or at least most of it, or because I probably would have gotten all out once it broke 1250. But then I would see it hit 30, 31, and probably in the level 2 you see creep about 31, 32, and goes to the 30s, and it's in the 40s. It probably chills in the 40s. And then as you see it, buyers coming in, you see a lot of green in the tape in the 40s. Then you get back in for the break back over the $0.50, right? You're literally trading around these whole dollars and $0.50 the whole time. You keep doing that. And you write at what? From $12.50 to what? $13. And then again you get lucky. What happens? And this is 5 minutes. Really, I wouldn't be so the 5-minute chart does this, but the 1-minute chart is what you would really be using to dial yourself in on this. This is the 1-minute chart. So this is the same action, but each bar is 1 minute. And again, that 5-minute entry was good, but it's the same thing. You see this flagging here. You see the VWAP. It's holding over. It's setting support on the VWAP at like this $0.50 of 11.50 area. It's just perfect. You have the 11.50 $0.50 area. You have the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. People love trading around this, and it's breaking like pre-market highs, and it just keeps going up. You'd just be adding. So you see high at 1206, you'd see 1192 the next minute. And guys, notice what happened. I explained. No, guys, this proves it. I was explaining this on the 5-minute charts. Not even just forgot I was on the 5-minute charts. But notice how I explained it, like minute by minute detail. That's literally what happened. See, it broke 1206. Look at the next candle, the next minute, low of 1192, and then the next minute, high of 1222, and the low of 12. See the low of 1206. You see this? The low now here is 1206. So this candle now broke $12, and now the low of that is 1206, which means it's holding the $12 support level. It's holding that whole dollar level. So what's your next target? 12.50. The next $0.50. So you're buying the dip at 12. It's called the dip at 12. Sure, it's 1206, but you would see again the bid stack up around 1206. 12. You probably bet the big might step like 1205 or something. The ask is at 1207, 1206. It's in that area. You see the green on the tape. You can see on the tape when you want to buy these dips. And then look at this, 1244. The next candle hit a high of 1244. That's again round up to 1250. So we got closer to 1250. It hesitated. Next candle sold at 1231. So that's what happened. So remember when I said like it shouldn't have gone to 60, then to 30, then back? That's volatile. It does sometimes, but no. What it did was it hit a high of 1240. See, 1244. The next candle hit high of 12. The next candle opened up at 1235, hit high at 1263. So next candle probably opened at, oh, see, this is what happened. The next candle opened at 1235. It hit a low of 1231. So what usually happens, the next candle will open, right? It opened down here, right? It opens, it dips. People buy the dip, then it rips, right? So this is how candle. You see how you usually want to look at a candle forms. It opens, it pulls back, and then it goes higher. That's kind of how you want to trade them. God, this is messing me up. So see, hit high of 12, opened up at 1235, hit a low of 1231, ripped up to 1263, and closed at 1252. See, it closed at 1252, the $0.50. So it's trying to close at the $0.50. Next candle, open up to the $0.50. Hit high at 1260, a low of 1242. Try to hold that. See, as a false breakout. That's where this red candle came from. This is a false breakout after $0.50. You can just tell. It tried to hold 1250, hit a high of 1262. I don't know why it's zooming in like this. When I try to zoom in, it's good. It's better. See, hit a high of 1260, low of 1242. Next candle hit 1231 again. Double bottom. See, double bottom. This low was 1231. False breakout. People came in and bought that dip again at that 1231. So this is a double bottom now. So let's go. We have a double bottom. So now we're ascending support because we're on our way back to retry, right? Retest the break of the $0.50. You never. It's rarely the first time it happens. You gotta give it time. It takes 1, 2, or 3 tries usually to break these levels. So it didn't break it the first time. It getting to 1244 and even stopping here. I guess. I mean, this is a minute. I mean, this is fine. I don't know, but the next one's at 1230. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even getting to the 40s and stopping, I call this a failed attempt almost. It's not a false breakout, but it tried. Next candle kind of did it, but it didn't really. It closed, but it didn't hold because the next candle went below. It just couldn't close and hold above the 50s that well. That's why it went to 31, still holding the VWAP, and now we're forming this triangle from this. See that? So that price action, these price action things, these dances. The whole $0.50 type of shit, it forms these patterns. I mean, it's people form these patterns, trading it. So now you have this triangle. So now you look for the break of this triangle, which is the break of the $0.50, and look what it does. Look at this. Look at this. It breaks the $0.50 and hits a high of 1385. You see what I'm saying? Because people are waiting for that. They're waiting for the break of the $0.50. Everybody's waiting for that because shorts are waiting for that because short sellers, if you're shorting this, you borrowed shares, right? Think it's going to go lower. What's going to happen when it breaks this? You buy back the cover so you don't get squeezed out and lose all your money or a lot of money. So you have short sellers buying, you have breakout traders buying, you have momentum traders buying, you have so many people buying. And I'm sure the 5-minute subs we're looking at, probably the 5-minute chart was lining up with this and everything. So it squeezes, and this 1-minute candle, it blows past $13. And that's how you can tell. Yeah, your next target's 13, but it probably went to 13, bounced off it a little bit, and just shot right back up, or it just went straight through 13. I mean, you could completely squeeze shorts. This is what you're looking for. These are what you want to be loading up for. These are the moves that you're preparing to get. And it's this break of the $0.50, especially after it failed. Like, don't get frustrated when it fails a few times. That's good. Because every time it fails, shorts are lining up, stepping in, because they're early. They're stupid. They don't... Again, I'm not saying short sellers... Shorting is fine. It's good. I'm just saying there's short sellers who aren't patient. I mean, why would you short this? I mean, there's all these green bars. If you short it here, you'll be covering. If I shorted this, I would definitely be covering here. Of course. At the 30s, I know it's bullish. It's ascending support. I mean, so they're all buying, they're covering. And then, I caught this stock here. Like, I remember this candle. I didn't trade it. I did not trade it because of this. I saw this topping tail. I saw this. I said, I'm not even gonna trade this. I know the market's not been that hot. I think this thing had no news either. There's no news on it. It just started running. Yeah, no news on it. These are generic things, general things, no news on it. These things will pop up on no news, which means like there's no reason that they should be going this way besides someone's just pumping it. But you see how someone can be pumping this, you can still ride the momentum. But I just walked away, and I'm glad I did. I was probably getting chopped out and all this shit. I mean, it didn't do anything. So then I could have shorted it if I could, shares to borrow. That's probably something you would want to short. And I hope we're still going. That was a good lesson. But I think that concludes. Yeah, a beach canopy. I'm done with this. I'm gonna talk about. I know you want to look at Kentucky Derby, and we'll do that. I'm gonna keep you. Hope you're still here. I'm glad I just saw your thing. Yeah, Dogecoin went up 92% today. Exactly. We're just looking at that, and now it's it's still looking. Okay, okay. Final look at Dogecoin. Then I'm gonna go to the what's it called? The Kentucky Derby. Then we'll close it. I guess this has been like some good lessons. I explained the price action. We saw some good examples. Yeah, that was a 24. It's just selling off. See, this is like the lowest I'd want it, honestly, because like a 50% retracement. It better start going up from here. Or else I'll just be a little wary. See, again, we want to hold this. I'll still fall in a 5 minute, but I wanted to hold this and curl up. I just really wanted to retest 30. I mean, yeah, that's like I would like to take profit if this is a double top. That's how I want to make my decision. This isn't looking good. The volume's not looking good, but give some time. It could be just the walls and everything. They look at Kentucky Derby. I was by the numbers. Hope you guys have if you have any questions. I'm gonna check for questions real quick on what I explained. But that was just beautiful price action. It really is. Like things usually do, guys. That's just how people do it. Like when I'm going to buy a dip, I love to buy dips off the half dollar, off the whole. Like people like me, I like to do this. The gang likes to do this. The market makers like to fuck around with shit like that. Looking at Jesuit-controlled Hong Kong, the Hong Kong police has also adopted Joe Biden's military drug war. The reports of Dr. Wayne H. Carver. Oh, I get it. My bad, Eric. The Hong Kong police has also adopted Joe Biden's militant drug war. There are reports of HK police turning up at cannabis raids. Wow. I'm sure it's very, very, very synced up. Look at if a doctor. This guy's literally trolling. It's hilarious. Hey, Beesh. Okay, good man. I'm glad you're still here. So Kentucky Derby packages. Oh, guys. So this is also rigged like the market. I mean, this is I'll give you like my input on it. I can't do a full decoding because I can look at the horses, but all the intricate things. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm inexperienced. So don't take much of what I'm about to show you. But I'm not gonna not try it. Kentucky Derby 56, Society of Jesus. So I'll try to be done maybe by 1. Keisha's getting sleepy. It should be an easy decode though. Let's look at I know you named some of the horses like Agenda. God, what's Hidden Agenda? No, that's not his name. But what's the name? God, it's something Agenda, right? Oh, Hidden Agenda. I mean, it's funny 'cause it's not even hidden. Well, you guys see when he's fold and everything, you know what I mean? 11-year-old, 11 the master number. I think I'm gonna close. I mean, worst case, I'll reopen the tab if I need to. I'm gonna keep this Facebook thing open and look at that later. I think some of what these people are doing. The First NZ people, Family First New Zealand, BS from the Jesuits. Finished first May 27th. Tickle Me Twice. Black Starry Night. 107.71. Catholic 71. Wait, when's this year's one though? What? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Woodford Reserve. I like Woodford Reserve. It's pretty good. It's not the best stuff, but I'll drink it. It's from the Jesuits, so I drink it, but I prefer like to buy. I guess honestly, I would like to get bourbon from someone local, someone that's not this gang. But 147th running of the Kentucky Derby. First Saturday in May 1st in Louisville. 20 horses. May 1st, 2021. Whoops. Yeah. What? Come on, man. Oh, I guess it's gotta be May 1st. Okay. 11 day numerology. Sure, Hidden Gems 11 years old. Blood Sacrifice 121. Revelation 121. Revelation, like Hidden Agenda, revealing it. I don't know. I'm not trying to look too much into stuff like that, but Revelation does remind me of Hidden. It's like the opposite of that. Conspiracy 51. That's interesting, though. Hidden Agenda, like a conspiracy. Conspiracy 51. Hidden Agenda could be part of this conspiracy pattern. Conspiracy 51. 5/1. Maybe he meant to do good or something. Freemason 147 and 51. So there could be some, and they're compensated at 47 degrees. I think they might pay nod to that as well, though. 11, the master number. These are Master Masons. Freemason 51. And then they with 47 numerology. So maybe race horses with contenders. Essential quality. It's a favorite. I don't even know why you would ever care about the favorite, because if the favorite wins, don't they not pay out that much anyway? And does this favorite really ever win? Maybe they hardly do. Well then, okay, fine. It's just so silly. Wikipedia will update their site for all sorts of dumb stuff, but not the contenders. But I'm not even going to complain. I think Wikipedia does a good job, at least, of giving me the information I need. Like, I think Horse Racing Nation just sounds... Oh, Kentucky, yeah, so I want the actual official website. Oh, look at this. 50 high eternal server error from the official website. These people are just a joke, man. A joke. Oh, 145th. Do they not even update their own site? Maybe that's not their own site. But Horse Racing Nation, I mean, a site called Horse Racing Nation, I'm sure they got the contenders correct. I mean, I'll give them that. Man, essential quality, Candy Ride for Rocker World, Hot Rod Charlie, Concert Tour. No, oh, known agenda. See, it's known agenda. My bad. It's not even hidden agenda. Known agenda. See, although that's the conspiracy. So maybe not the revelation part. Knowing, revealing, sure. And I'll go back to the chat. I think he's probably yelling at me. But known agenda. Okay, so whatever Gematria had for hidden agenda, scroll. Well, unless they're using the media, scrap all of that. But known agenda. But still conspiracy. Well. Maybe that's a mockery. I mean, it's not supposed to be known, but I don't know. Known agenda. Okay, there we go. Like Bavarian Illuminati 188. But man, it's almost like I like a tool. You literally just like plug in the names. You just have like this on like a document, and it just does it all for you, just like the gematria of the names and the sires. So there's a lot of these people. I know you're getting tired. I mean, doing this whole thing, maybe we'll do some other day. I mean, we have time. I mean, we'll do some of it for sure. Crowded trade. I mean, we were talking about trading. Might as well look into this one. 57. Scottish Rights. Let me go back to the chat. Positive intentions are much needed in this exchange of energy at this time. For sure. Definitely positive intentions. That's always definitely what I'm doing. Oh, for sure, Michael. I'm glad you love the rants too. And the information. I really appreciate you. Yeah. I'm even glad you're enjoying this despite it being a less ranty episode. Be light in dark places. Yep, exactly. Hey, Sarah T. Gene, what is this shit? And guys, look what they're trying to do. They want me to sit there talk about Gene Rosen and H. Wayne Carver and then get a strike for talking about him, probably. Guys, I'm swear if I ever got a strike for the shit the trolls are doing, oh my god, man, I already want to hunt them down. Like I might actually start hunting them down, like just get out of my house and like just I don't know where to begin though. I don't know where they're at. That's where they're lucky. I can't find them where they're at. Trading methods, reasons for forex, nice. Time frames, price movement, second traders, good. I'm glad that you're talking about you're into that stuff too. So again, if that's what you guys are into, and people's again, do what you want. Never have me tell you what to do. Again, I'll show you what I prefer, what I recommend, what I how I do things, and what I think is the better whatever way. But again, it's my opinion at the end of the day. Oh, thanks, Mojave. Children. Oh, if you wanted one. Oh, that's a good question. Can I do rant? I mean, I can rant as I talk about the Kentucky Derby, how it's bullshit. I mean, this might not be the best rant because it's not like I'm not really triggered with anything that they're doing here. I mean, when I'm just triggered, those are the best rants. But I'll still rant. It's bullshit. It is not. Well, yeah, the Kentucky Derby is bullshit, guys. They're raising these fucking horses to just literally race them around. And again, it's a scripted race. The horses aren't even racing. It's just it's a show. They're literally just running around a track in a scripted race, and then they sacrifice these horses. And you have a bunch of Kentucky people just in their fucking hats, just standing around drinking bourbon, watching some animals being abused by the Catholic Church. Kentucky equals 47, by the way. Concert tour. I mean, it's just it's bullshit. Guys, I'll give you guys a better rant tomorrow. I'll still rant. I'll try to give you something. My rant's always got to be organic. Like I can't just get into the mode now and go on. If I can't. If I want to see CNN's front page, maybe there's something there too. But I want to stay on track with this. Although LeBlanc, this is retarded. That's what I'm fucking talking about. These fucking dumb losers who fall for all these fake fucking sports don't even get how this is synced up with the news, LeBron James, some of that broken vow, LeBlanc. Come on, man. Like LeBron, number 40. Well, they listed him as 45. I don't know if that's accurate or whatever. A 3-year-old Colt rating. These ratings are complete bullshit. I'm sure they don't have that. Please don't have that influence your decision. Trade balance. Not to say this guy's not going to win. Essential quality. He can still win, guys. Don't be. I'm not saying he won't. It's just the favorites are never interesting to me. Essential quality with the 22397. Masonic numbers. Yeah, what's today? April 16th. I don't know what rant I'll even have for today. Well, it depends what's going to be in the news. If it's anti-Islamic shit, of course, probably. Church 61, Google 61, Jesus 61. With the hundreds. Oh, Black Lives Matter, black. You probably get ran out of me today. The Black Lives Matter shit. 106th day of the year. Oh, they're definitely going to go on. They're going to talk about. There's probably another black person shot today. Another shooting. Black person killed by the police today. One of those. Like, why not? And Black Lives Matter will step in and say stuff. 106th day of the year. Prophecy 106. On a Friday, too. They like these things. Sure, I know it's not shooting numbers, but they like just negative news on Fridays, too. When they can. Oh, Bernie Madoff, if I recall correctly, didn't he die in day with 23 numerology? Market 23. If that was 2 days ago, the 14th, 144, market 23. I think if I go to the chat, that would help too. Because if you guys could go call a certain horse that you're looking at, I'll decode it or something. Because I've never decoded horse racing, and I've never bet on. Well, I think I've bet on this. I don't think I've ever won though. What triggers me? I mean, the biggest thing is I guess their censorship. I mean, if they gave me a strike, that always does. Again, I know it's bullshit. I get over it, but that would do it. Any anti, I mean, a lot of the things do, but anti-Islamic shit, anti-Asian, anti-white, anti-black, all this divisive shit. Another shooting at FedEx. Keyword submachine gun. Look when known agenda was fold for sure. Yeah, Angel Babe, I'll look at that in a bit. Get more of this information out. The beach wants to go to bed soon. I'm sure a lot of people want to go to bed soon. Known agenda. Oh, full. Did they say it on here though? Like, how do you even? When was known agenda fold? That's important. The thing is, the fact that they're letting us know this, it should be a clue. The thing is, why doesn't anyone else care about this? 1861. I know he wasn't, but the matron fold in 1861. This could be some Civil War, ritual. And again, this whole Civil War in germs, they're pulling up. It could be something like that. I don't know. Known agenda. Was it this name? Is this name equal 46? That could have been someone else. Known agenda. I feel bad for known agenda. I mean, dude, guys, the horse clearly doesn't want to do this. Known agenda 46 on 4/6. They're publishing this. I mean, you see this crap? It's just so dumb. It's almost, if we get any of this wrong, they'll be like, "Oh, this is bullshit." Like, what do you mean? Fuck who wins for anyone denying this. I mean, don't you see this? Known agenda 46 on 4/6. They're giving the pedigree fun facts from the Kentucky Derby's official fucking website. God, man. That's how you know it's by the numbers. And again, you might want to read this for more things, but convincing victory in the Florida Derby becomes the latest advertisement for a sire, Hall of Famer Curlin, in the Kentucky Derby. A leading son of the Mr. Prospector Stallion Smart Strike. Sire of Sires. Preak to yams. See, they might not show when it's fold here. 11:55. Birama. Poor Birama. Yeah, I really do feel bad for these horses. Just imagine being literally an agent for the Jesuits completely against your will. I mean, not even like money or fame or something. You can, because the people that do it, you can say, okay, it's the money, the fame, you get your human reason why you want to do it. Shame on you type of thing. But like these horses, they literally don't have they don't want to do this. Like they have no choice. They're fucking horses. They're being, they're essentially pets of the Jesuits. It's just sick. Fold March 22nd, 2018. Look at that. 322. I mean, here, guys. What am I saying? The 147th. As I would put money on this horse. Yeah, of course he can lose. Isn't the whole point you put money in multiple horses though? So that's the point. His name is known agenda. Also, again, I've been talking against FOMO and it's kind of bullshit. I'm pulling this up to be honest because it is the kind of FOMO talking. But wouldn't it be a slap in the face if known agenda wins and you just didn't put money on him? With a name like this? I mean, just the name alone. It's just sick. Fold March 22nd, 2018. Look at that. 322. Look at that. 322. I mean, just the name alone. Because guys, think about it. Most people don't even know what the name agenda means. Or I don't say most people, but a lot of people don't even know what agenda means. So to the sheep, to the normal people, they don't, right? They don't see a name like this and be like, you know, they just, to them, this is no different than, you know, Rover, Spot, Fido, or, you know, whatever you name horses. Oh, Jacinda, you know, Jacinda is like naming, you know, Sarah, Jessica Parker, because people say she looks like a horse. I think Jacinda Ardern legit looks like one though. But you know what I'm saying? 322, Masonic 223, Fold 223, the Chestnut Colt CC33, breeding Curlin and Birama, Todd Pletcher, the trainer. But maybe you need the rider, right? The sire. I don't know. God, I was type his name in. Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher. 58. Guys, come on. Guys, again, I don't care if this. Guys, again, it's funny. Because again, if you can fuck all the legal shit, it's different than telling you to buy or sell, right? Trading is to me different. Like, again, anything can happen in trading. I don't want to tell someone to buy or sell and it just doesn't work, whatever. Or, you know, give anyone trade ideas that they don't know how to handle. Because if you don't know where to cut your losses, you don't know what to do. But again, me telling you to, like, put money in the horse if you're going to bet anyway, I mean, come on. The 140, again, I could be wrong. I understand. I've been wrong on these type of riddles before. I get it. But if you just want me to help give my information, I mean, that's how confident I am that this could be something. At least, he might place decently, at least, right? Freemason 147 is the 147th Kentucky Derby, right? Masonic 223, this horse, fold 223, right? 322 like Skull and Bones, Ray Masonic, you know, Skull and Bones. And then the name of the trainer, Todd Pletcher, equals 58 and 59, like Freemasonry. And it's on the 47th day of the year. Like how would you even put $1 on this horse? I mean, again, if you're not betting at all, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not telling you this if you're not going to bet at all. I mean, if you're already going to bet on the horses, why would you not put at least $1, the very least, on known agenda? Of course I would, and I probably might. I mean, this is looking good. The Freemason numbers and the names. St. Elias Stable LLC owners. I mean, it's just sick. Owners. Fuck these people. I gotta get to one of my friends. He's fast asleep, but he doesn't even like it. He didn't even like talking about this. I remember once his girlfriend asked who I think was gonna win, and he's just like, "What's the name?" And he was streaming at the time. He tried to keep it positive, but things I kind of agree with him. Like, yeah, why? Because we weren't decoding it. He just didn't want to talk about animal abuse and shit. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're fucking right, man. Like, I was like, yeah. I mean, even my asleep fucking friend like doesn't like this shit. I mean, he doesn't bet on it. If you're betting, I think it's a different story. If you're exposing it, but you know, it's just animal abuse. It's bullshit. It's complete garbage. St. Elias Stable LLC. Fuck these people. Run by the Jesuits, I'm sure. I did the Gematria 45, but I don't want to do too many details, you know what I mean? Like their owner, I don't know if it's, I'm not saying it's not coded. And I still want to talk about Angel Shared, but known agenda's looking good. Bates Motel? Like the show? Let's show that right there. Oh, jockey, Irad Ortiz. So he might still be this. I don't know if he's the same jockey, though. I don't know if he's a jockey for this. This is the last jockey he had. Just in case he is this time, I'll do it. 148.67, 149.77. Without the junior, 57. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Because if I don't check the chat, I don't get the good information. They release these shootings months later, weeks later. That should be something to question, like, why wait? Exactly. And we know why they wait, to line everything up with the sports, with the numbers, etc. This horse race. Oh, he's sleeping over there. Natalie, sleeping like a few feet away from me. Oh, nice, Mojave. Congratulations. The most horrifying strip clubs with mutant creature strippers you've ever seen were Louisville and Lexington. I've never been to a Kentucky strip club. I'm sure it's not much different than the ones here, but at least thank God they weren't mutants when I went there. It was actually a fun time. My favorite thing about strip clubs really is the BYOB. At least the one that I went to was BYOB. To me, it's like the best. It's just the best experience. You can bring your own shit, and you're just with your friends, just sitting there, just oh my god, it's the best experience. But this post from oh yeah, that post from these fuckers over in New Zealand. Look, yeah. So Beach Canopy. Also, make sure you didn't have other questions because I'm trying to help you out here with this. But I think that's a good start. And we'll go back to that too. But I know Angel shared this with the latest shooting. It's bullshit. And guys, I'm tired too. So my rants aren't gonna be good when I'm tired. You would think they'll be better when I'm tired, but again, I just don't have the energy to even talk like that. If I woke up, maybe I could wake up in the middle of the night and just rant. That'll probably be the best one thing. I'll just be like, that cranky, sleepy mode. Oh my goodness. Waking up from a nap that I underslept and then ranting. It might be the one I need to do. But unconfirmed number of victims in mass casualty shooting at FedEx facility 18 minutes ago. Because I literally said there'll be some kind of shooting today or something like that. Well, some black person killed, shooting by police. I don't know. I thought it was going to be with 106. Yeah, I don't care anymore. Fuck calling these things out. Like, what's the point? Death 25. At least there's no shooting. There's no 5344, but it didn't matter. FedEx facility. Also, this could have happened yesterday too. I mean, either it could be in California. I mean, it still could be for yesterday. Even in California, it's still today, April 15th. Let's see. For 105. Sound like I don't know. Let's look at it. What's FedEx equal? FedEx 44 like shooting 26, 91, and 19. Yeah, none of those numbers and those inundate numerologies. So we gotta look a bit more what they're saying. No, not to see if it's real and if it's organic and if it's not from the Jesuits. Fucking not why. That's not what you're thinking. Why? Just to see how else is coding. And guys, these are all rituals from the Catholic Church. Indianapolis, which equals 47. Indiana equals 47. What's Indianapolis? I hope it's not 47. I really, because I'll be so sad. The capital of Ohio, 47, and Indiana, no way, but it's not. Indianapolis is 201. That's what it is. 201, 60. See, so this happened today. Indianapolis 60. Oh, not today, yesterday. And they're telling us about us now. Thursday, April 15th, Indianapolis 60. 60 numerology. So is that when it happened? Maybe it could happen today. I mean, Indiana, it could happen. See, break developing. It could have happened literally just this morning. Oh wait, Indiana though, aren't they half and half or something? I don't know what time is Indiana. We'll see. Indianapolis FedEx shooting. This is by the numbers ritual from the government. It's developed. Shooting reported at Indianapolis FedEx facility. So it's definitely today. They're publishing it today, telling us about today. But I just want to see if they said it happened at all last night or 11:59. Even I just want to make sure it didn't happen today. See, late Thursday, just to confirm. Again, the gematria always shows you before when it happened. Thursday. See, FedEx 60. There was 60 numerology. Death 25. 20. Telling us about today. Terror 41. I think there's probably something with that 106. I hope, guys, if a black person's involved in this, I'm just gonna flip my shit, man. I really am. And watch it be a black person. I'm gonna sit there flip my shit. And again, if you want to see another rant, just let's see him say who the shooter is, and he's black. To fit it being coming out today, publishing it, talking about it today on this, 106 day of the year, Black 106. That's all we have so far. And they quoted something here. I'm kind of glad it's all we have, though. I don't have to worry about spending too much time on this crap. Mass casualty. They put in quotes from breaking 9/11. Obviously, you know why they called that. Mass casualty, 150. Oh, god damn, are you kidding me? When was Thursday? 15/4. See that? 154. It's literally the same shit every single time. Guys, if you treat the market the way you treat the commodity, you will be fine. I mean, think of it. If you say, hey, every single parabolic move, it'll, usually symmetrical, even more than an ascending triangle, and then break out higher, and that's usually pretty much what happens all the time. All the time, you just don't think much of it. Bam, you just will always follow. You won't be shorting, and you know the parabolic moves then. It's the same. You just know every single time the Jesuits, the Catholic Church, is encoding their fucking gematria into these riddles. Mass casualty 154. It also has this 170 like sacrifice, tragedy 80, kill 28. But 154, they said it happened late Thursday. 15/4 at FedEx 60. You see how Angel Baby shared this with us? And we're clearly seeing how it's by a numerical system. How I even said, hey, don't worry, just because we didn't see it yet doesn't mean it's not. I mean, for anyone new here, you might have been like, oh, he wants to look into it further. Maybe he's trying to see if this is legit. No, I already knew it was a joke from the Jesuits. Again, I know how this is. We all know this is how they do everything. And then look, we confirmed it with gematria, the date numerology. It happened Thursday. FedEx 60, mass casualty 154. So, and then submachine guns, that keyword too. Yes, I saw a man with a submachine gun of some sort, an automatic rifle, and he was firing in the open. This is retarded. Did he have a submachine gun or not? A submachine gun of some sort? The fuck is this? Is stupid. Submachine gun 56, 70 like coronavirus, but Society of Jesus 56, 1370, 33rd prime. You know, I know guns 47, 61. See? Guns 47, 61. So now today, they with today's the 61 date numerology. 47 is from May 1st. That's what that was in it. So never mind. But because I was gonna say they're talking about taking away your guns today. That's what that's what today is. 2061 date numerology, April 16th. The 16th, April the 16th of the month. They with 2061 numerology. Guns is the topic. Kid Cudi suicide in my last video about marking a prediction. Nice. There's probably a lot of comments. Gotta reply to that. You don't want $2 lap dance specials. Yeah, you could ask the stranger for $2, no problem, and not deal with any of that. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no thank you. I'd rather just go there to drink and toke and hang out, honestly. It's funny, even when I went, a lot of times I didn't even want the lap dances. Like, I mean, I was kind of the same. I was like, why spend all this money for a lap dance? So I'm like, I'd rather just chill here. I mean, I was in college too. When you're in college, you can just go out and there's girls, also people out there. It's like I'd rather save my money and drink and just watch everything. But that's my video. Let's just check my notifications too. I'm glad Zach looked at the Adam Toledo shooting, because as soon as I saw that, I haven't looked at it yet, but I was like, hey, Toledo, is this like some sports thing or something? What is a comment about the Kid Cudi's death prediction? Yeah, and I'll probably wrap up. I'm getting tired. We're probably gonna wrap up after this thing. I'm glad this video's still up. I did download it. I mean, I didn't check to see if it downloaded, but I think it did. If they, in case they turn back what they did. But yeah, this video, Kid Cudi's an actor. I mean, 27 years, Buckeye 27 years from Kurt Cobain. So I missed something. Here's comments. There's probably something I missed. See, I haven't seen these. Oh, see, these are since they fucking got my thing back. Kid Cudi commits suicide 223 and 137. He has a history of battling depression currently. Kid Cudi 3447, dress 34, suicide 3447. Kid Cudi dead 48. 223 is a 48 prime. Kid Cudi is 37 years old. 11 years from now, he will be 48 years old. Interesting. He could commit suicide. Oh, Mr. Rager, depression. Yeah. Again, that's why they're even using him to begin with. And someone could say, well, he wouldn't use his art to do this. That's why he did the Kurt Cobain thing. He was depressed. He was using the art to do it. I mean, I don't know what to say. If it's in 2021, if you're believing that these celebrities do things of their own volition in the media, I'm just speechless for you. I can't imagine anyone believing that Kid Cudi is doing things of his own volition. What's what Mr. Rager equals? That's like his alter ego. Yeah, Mr. Rager, you Mr. Rager with the tragedy numbers, shooting numbers, but kill 44, sacrifice 46. It's like his alter ego type of thing. Mr. Rager. Cudi. He has a song about that, right? So Mr. Rager with the sacrifice numbers. Again, doesn't need to watch out. And the death of Kid Cudi would be pretty big. It'll hit Ohio. It'll hit Cleveland. Really, guys, Cleveland will hit them super hard. Pittsburgh. I mean, I think they were. I don't know how much they cared when Mac Miller died. Maybe they did. See, with a meaning that's close to Kid Cudi. Battle between instinct and impulse, both good and bad. Still coming to terms with. Kid Cudi's battle with drugs, almost overdosing. So we could have drug overdose. That's what I'm saying. And it will be synced up with the overdose death of. And then he could even overdose on drugs as a suicide. People do that. They take too many drugs purposely to kill themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? That could be how he dies. And again, Mr. Rager has the kill sacrifice numbers in it. It's about someone who is tired with reality and looking for thrills and excitement by any means. Cudi said, it's just kind of how I was feeling at that point. I was just so angry. Doing coke revived me, and knowing I was so close to death every time intrigued me. I liked the thought of it. Oh my goodness. On October 20th, 2010, Complex released a video for a shoot, their cover story, on where he continued explaining the concept of Mr. Rager. On October 20th, 2010, is the double 201. What the sacrifice numbers we get, maybe, or something. Yeah, literally, the sacrifice numbers. The 293rd day of the year. Sacrifice equals 62. That was the 293rd day of the year. That's the 62nd prime. You see? Sacrifice 46, like Mr. Rager, and 62. 293 is the 62nd prime. See that? So on the 293rd day of the year, this actor, he kept talking about it, saying the whole Mr. Rager thing is not really like a split personality. It is me. However, it's just kind of talking about a certain mind state I was in, a very destructive mind state where I wasn't thinking clearly. And then, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Nightbird Studios are even telling you the recording session. Guys, it's almost like this guys, why they have a whole a whole Wikipedia page of Mr. Rager telling you the studios that happened and everything. It's like this is gonna be part of his untimely death. Nightbird Studios, at least this doesn't have the more sacrificial coding at least. Well, Nightbird 55 like sacrifice, but Nightbird Studios, at least he's safe with that. The Sunset Marquee, Jesuit stuff. 456 song, released October 25th, 2010. They were 38 life lesson number. Guys, this is synced up. Guys, I'm telling you. We'll go back to that comment and I'm showing you. I mean, you're not seeing this crap. This song, Mr. Rager, came out and did with 38 life lesson number. And look at you, Why Am I Sober's decode again. Kid Cudi commits suicide, 223137. He has a history of battling depression currently. Kid Cudi equals 3447. Like, again, Nirvana, like suicide. Dress 34. Suicide 70 like dress. Kid Cudi dead 48 to 223 to 48 prime. And 11 years from now would be 48 years old. And again, he could also die at 42 just because he's black. He could die at 43. He could die at 47, suicide 47. He could die at fucking 47 because Ohio 47. It'd be perfect. Ohio 47, suicide 47. That might even be the better year. Not, I'm not trying to one up anything. I'm just saying just because Ohio loves the number 47. He's going to die in some Ohio branded ritual by numbers. So, and again, Mr. Rager released Monday, October 25th, 2010. There were 38 lifeless, a number. Death, killing, murder, 38. It's just obvious that I don't want to say it's obvious he's going to die prematurely, but I think like it kind of is. Sarah T. Yep, that's the strip club life for you. Different type of snake hunting. Damn, Natalie. 150. Sheep are known to be temperamental. That's interesting. They probably are. Yeah, I'm missing some good conversation. I already tell. You already tell. AXK. Blessing about your brigade. So yeah, Mr. Rager's crazy, and I think we see more into why this agent Kid Cudi is what he is. Yeah, I don't know why people are afraid of snakes. I don't get that. Snakes are great, and they're afraid of people. They look cool. Like people like look at them. They're afraid of how they look. And like I can understand other things. Maybe how the brain works, but just like a long, like slithery thing that's kind of like does his own little thing. I was looking at my nothing much. Hey, Danny P. Yeah, it's such you didn't get notified because we're almost over. We're literally over. Like the stream's pretty much. Like I'm like tired. Like I'm ready to go to bed. We're looking at the Kentucky Derby and yeah, YouTube is fucking bullshit, man. I don't notify anyone. It's just stupid, and it's even stupid because I've seen other channels that don't even do true stuff. And you hear that it's just like YouTube's just a shit platform. I mean, I'm sure they of course suppress our notifications more, but still, it's just a shit platform. I mean. That's the definition of a bad platform. And just think about it. Think how bad that is. YouTube makes money off of. I mean, most videos they make money off of people watching YouTube. Even if without ads to my channel, it keeps you on their platform. That's the whole point. YouTube wants you watching my videos essentially because they want. Well, they don't. At the end of the day, they don't want you watching my videos. But you know what I mean. You're on their platform. It's like you're in their store. Because you can watch my videos and you can go to the next video which will have an ad. So what I'm trying to say is like for them not to notify people, it's like they're just stupid. It's like you guys are just shooting yourself in the feet too. But they don't care. They don't care. They have enough money. They don't give a fuck. It just proves they don't care about their business. They care about controlling people's minds and just confusing people, making them mad. That's what YouTube's all about. So we're looking at this fucking piece of shit stuff, known agenda with his dumbass writer and Espanol. This says on his pants too. It's just some Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Wait, I just realized the guy's from Argentina, but his last name's Bergoglio. Isn't that like Italian? Look how sidetracked him, but at least we're this actor. I just realized that. Like, is this like a joke, or is Bergoglio actually probably Spanish, and I think it's Italian? Like, is this like a joke, or is Bergoglio actually probably Spanish, and I think it's Italian, which I always get mixed up anyway. But this looks straight up Italian. Come on, like Portfolio is Italian. Mario's Italian. That can't be his real name. Is he? Or is it? What if he's not Argentinian? Is he Italian? What is? I don't get this. Like it finally took me years to finally sit and realize, wait, this guy's name doesn't make sense. Why does he have an Italian name, but he's born in Argentina? Maybe his parents or something. Oh yeah, see, there we go. See, that was easy. But the thing, I mean, I had no idea this guy was even Italian. I mean, because guys, the guy's a Jesuit. He's an actor for the Catholic Church. Once I already know that, I don't even look more. I should look more into him, but I didn't even know. Mario Bergoglio. Oh. So it was Mario Jose Bergoglio and Regina Maria Sivori. So these are Italians. Mario Maria's the mom. Italian Argentines. So this is probably something that's actually a thing. Okay, I just want to clear that up. Jesuit, 1958, Pope Francis 58. See, they're letting you know he's a Jesuit actor. Jesuit Pope, because he is. He's an actor for the Jesuits, and he's a Jesuit himself. Jesuit, 1958. And he's still a Jesuit. I mean, I don't get this to 2013 thing. Colegio de Salvador. Reminds me of, Jesus Hominum Salvator, his motto. Wow. So this is an Italian agent. He's actually just Italian. Wow. I honestly never knew that. I knew his name was Italian, but I just never. Again, he's an actor. I just thought they gave him some fake ass name, like they always do, and it probably still is a fake name, possibly. But you know what I mean? I just didn't. Like, I don't think much of it because I just know this guy's an actor, and I just don't like him. But this is just, yeah, I get it now. It's more of a piece of shit than I thought. No, not because he's Italian. It's because again, it's more of this. I love Italian people. Because I know I have an Italian person in the community. They like my work, so I know they're not. I'm not against them, but again, it's the Jesuits, the Vatican, always fuck all of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm tired. I go to sleep. I can't. Doge onto the third. Oh, this Doge now ripping up. Let's see. I already closed it, man. I don't even remember. I guess I'll check my Robinhood account because if I have over 140 bucks, that means it went up since then. Yeah. It's at 25. It's at 20, back at 25. I just wanted to hit 30 and see what's happening over there. Picture this. You pick up a piece of wood for a fire and realize there are three pairs of eyes staring back at you inside it. You drop it and the baby snakes start toward you and striking at you. If they start striking at me, yeah, I'd be like, "Say, stop that! Like, fuck off." I wouldn't like that. But then, I also probably wouldn't drop it if I see snakes in it. I would set it down. I wouldn't like be like freaking out and like throwing it just because like snakes don't startle me. I mean, I'm sure how to some people this is scary. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put. I'm picturing the situation what I would do. Might pick up one of the snakes, but I probably would leave them alone. I don't want their mom to be around. But yeah, keep looking. Yeah, Jesus wants you to keep looking. He knows how your brain is and what it's capable of. Yeah, you definitely can't deny higher. I don't deny higher intervention. I mean, my friend who's he's not even into like he kind of the way. I mean, I'm just trying. I can't even talk right now, but he explained how like, and it's right. Like everything's cause and effect, and like it literally is God. I mean, like everything kind of everything the way it is now is based on cause and effect type of thing, and it's just all the events. I think God speaks to us through like events and shit happening. I mean, that's why again it's not a one little person. Again, it's the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, all these things. They teach you that God is like one little person essentially. Like they that's Family Guy, Bruce Almighty. They want that image of God. Do you want just the person doing things? Like no, it's but they say he's bigger than that. They even say in the Bible he's unfathomable. Which one I don't get why people like to debate over like what or how God is or looks like or if he's a girl. Guys, they literally tell you he's unfathomable. So why would you try to say he's a he, he's a she, is this is that? Like he literally tells you you can't even comprehend it. They say you can't comprehend God. You can't even make him out. So if you can't do that, he's clearly not some anthropomorphic thing. Like, that's why I don't believe in this Christian anthropomorphic God thing. Yeah, I believe God is real, but I believe it's not in like some guy with some voice talking to me that I literally hear. Sure, maybe some of you heard that voice, but I don't hear any. I don't. I'm not looking for some human type of way. Sure, it can manifest as a human, and that's kind of how it works, I guess, but not like the one guy who's God and you see him as he is. Like that's what the media teaches you. Because they want you to have a limited view. They want you to have a stunted view of things. I think that's why they do it. And they know people identify with that the most. Oh, I did miss a. Yeah, I always miss the first chat when y'all talk. Because I always look at these backwards. It's just YouTube stupid. I'm gonna keep blaming YouTube because fuck YouTube. But baby snakes give you all their venom, and 3 would definitely kill a child. Oh, yeah, well, fuck that. Yeah, they started striking at me. I wouldn't sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm not afraid of snakes." I mean, if guys, even like a cat, any animal started just like fucking with me, like I wouldn't like it. Exactly, exactly, Angel. Way too many human traits on God to try and relate to understand. It's just like, yeah, stupid humans, and it's stupid because again, they show us Caesar Borgia for the Jesus, and again, I mean, if the Bible itself says, I know it's edited and shit, but still, I mean, I think it makes sense. God is unfathomable, uncomprehendable. So it's not. It's just that's why I like to look at the events of the world. Things happen to me. Timing of things, how things come in and out of your life. I think that's God literally talking to you through, because that's how big He is. Shit that's happening is how He's telling you. That's why when people say you can't do things without God, I believe that. Not to use the word believe, but like yeah, like sure you can do it on your own self, your own free will, but like I think God is like based. God's like the situation, the things lining up, put you there to begin with, type of thing. Like how things just kind of ended up being, which is why you kind of always got to be okay with kind of where you're at and like look forward. Live in the present, but like always kind of move forward. Try not to be stuck. And again, I know it's easier said for everyone, but I feel like God's just testing you and putting you through stuff. Yeah, I'm about to. Peace, Sarah. I'm about to go to bed. I know just joined. I know you guys don't mind watching the replay, but I'm gonna close it there. I'm not gonna go to 3 hours. I'm gonna close it there. Beach Canopy, I think even left. Guys, again, we can talk about the Derby some other day. We have plenty of days. I don't even look at CNN's front page. I mean, it's a new day. Yeah, this could be the first day I don't even look at CNN. That's fine. Fuck CNN. There's no other platform that matches up to the technical advantages of YouTube. Exactly, there's not. And the traffic, too. So that's it. And, I'll use their platform still. I mean, guys, nothing makes me feel better than sitting here using YouTube's own platform and talking shit about them. Because I do not bite the hand that feeds me. I'm not that type of person. I would hate to do that. But to me, just using this gang's platform and calling them out is great. Fuck YouTube. Fuck them. Fuck YouTube. I don't like them. They reinstated my video. Guys, I don't care what they do to me. I mean, just looking what they do to Zach's channels alone, I don't like them. Like, I don't like YouTube. They're all for censorship. They're a bunch of pieces of shit. And think about it. Sundar Pichai is literally one of their actors. He's an actor for the federal government. The Indian tech support guy. That's why he's Indian, or maybe Bangladesh he's from, Punjabi, wherever he is. Indian. You think tech support? You think scam center calls? That's why they have the Indian guy. I mean, it's a mockery. It's stupid. Yeah, I already talked about XRP. We talked about XRP. We talked about all the cryptos and everything, but it's literally. I literally said it's consolidating here from moves up to 2. It had a bigger pullback. There's constantly energy, positive and negative, being utilized, and that can be purposed in a multitude of ways in our lives. I really like that. Exactly. It's all about how you use that purpose. And people have been taught to sit around and wait for the coming of this, the coming of that. This person, again, they're not using that energy. I mean, why do you think God, think about it. God led me here. He did. I mean, if I never decided to even look for psyops, okay, honestly, I probably would have found Zach some other way at some point. I mean, because if I'm researching this type of stuff anyway, I'm sure I eventually would have ran to Zach's work at some point. As a hope. But I mean, I could have ran to his work in 2013. I didn't. I ran to his work in 2016. I mean, that's God. To me, that's God. Like, God made that possible. He led me there. It feels like he, she, whatever. They led me there based on the events. I mean, if I never, I don't know. I mean, I remember looking up psyops, but I don't know what made me want to look up psyops. If I never thought of looking up psyops to begin with, I wouldn't have found his video, and I'd probably had gone longer without knowing gematria and stuff like that. ICOs, private sales getting trained. Okay, I'll look at ICO. I'll type it in so I don't forget. I know IPOs. I don't know what ICOs though, but it's like the IPO of a coin. I don't know. Initial coin offer. That's what I thought. So it's a coin version of an IPO. Okay, initial coin offering. Okay, so I figure I can get what that is. Okay, that makes sense. ICO. That's kind of funny. I like that. Oh, nice. Joining access from coding on horses. Perfect. Does anyone need some more information? Maybe I'm sure Beach Canopy went to bed. Don't blame him. Yep. Nice. Bang Corp to being wealthy. Yeah, I love how y'all are making a lot of money in crypto right now. It's good that you guys, getting out of the system, knowing what you're doing. But yeah, we talked about XRP and all that. Kentucky Derby, ICO calendar. So I already know I'm not gonna participate in these. But again, I'm not disregarding guys' information. I know these are profitable. I know IPOs. I see what IPOs can do. And these are the same. I mean, I'm sure these trade very similarly. So like Coinbase IPO, people got fucked on that one. But some people made a lot of money. I mean, it goes both ways, I guess. Raised 9 hours left. Apron Network, interesting. Polkadex, huh. I've been doing my bookmarks, but it's interesting. And then here's like the Kentucky Derby decode from Decoding Satan. Coronavirus immortality. Okay. Maybe one of the themes. Superstock, like the king. Known agenda. With 102 points they have here. Kettle River. Brad H. Cox. Highly motivated. Helium. Hidden Stash. Ron Bauer, Sainthood. Sainthood, number 18, IHS 18, but Sainthood. Again, it sounds stupid, yeah, I will put money on this too. Again, I probably do more decoding on all these, but just right off the bat, if I need like a collection of 5 horses to put my money on, Sainthood, hidden or known agenda, maybe Hidden Stash would be just based on their names. That's where I would start. Then I'll look at more things too. Essential quality, hot rod chart. Look at this, got the names perfect. Hot Rod Charlie. See, this is what I really appreciate this work because this is like what I wanted to do, but didn't have the time or energy. Super Stock 147. So it's 147th Kentucky Derby. Super Stock equals 147. And we just had like GameStop, rip up. It could be synced up with the market with GameStop or something possibly. But Super Stock 147. So I will put money on Super Stock. Again, it's just that simple. Like the king. 111. That's Super Stock both equals 60. Known agenda, yep. Jockey Red Ortiz Jr. Ranking 102nd, number 5. Last one was on March 27th. I want to do March 27th till May 1st. I went to do that earlier too. I just never did. Because I'm really gonna wrap this up. But anyone at least join, at least you get some content. You know what I mean? Like everyone's getting some content. But XRP is just. I mean, if you want an XRP recap, without pulling up, and I explained the price action. It's the same price action, no similar price action to this stock. I just said like it's going up. It's flagging up right now. It's forming a flag, just like a kind of the. I don't like how this flag looks compared to the other ones, but it looks still like all right. But 35 days from last time he raced or won or whatever, known agenda, March 27th. 35 days. It's on 5-1, 5 weeks, 1 day later. You know, conspiracy 51, known agenda, like conspiracy. The Catholic 35 is 35 days. Rock Your World. The Jesuit Order 72. So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, guys. I mean, like the King can win, Rock Your World can win, and they can win for really obvious riddles that, of course, I didn't look at. That's just, you have to understand. I mean, Rock Your World could be something really synced up with, like, for example, the George Floyd. I mean, I'm not saying it is. I don't know, but it was just say hypothetically, it could be synced up with everything going on now in the news, George Floyd, and all these things happening now. The Evergreen. It could just be some big good ass riddle that I have not even done yet. So you can't just take when I'm just nonchalantly chilling or showing you half awake, as like, oh, that's it. But again, I'm showing the low hanging fruits. Super stock 147. It's Dakota Satan's showing you this, but you know what I mean. 147 super stock. Odyssey video platform. Yeah, people ask me to look into that. Maybe for backing up stuff or something. Terrence McKenna and Alan Watts. Israel takes on God and religion. Nice. 5 dry grams. Oh, and then to answer the last question before I close, because people ask me how much to buy, guys. Again, if you want to know how much of anything to buy, you want to know how much you want to lose. Know where you're going to cut your losses, and then, that's how much you should buy. It's always based on how much you're going to lose, and then how much you can stand to win based on that for the risk-reward ratio. Stock market crash coming? I have no idea. Was 50,400 minutes? Wow. Jesuit Order 54. Good. Yeah, for sure. Gamacho Brigade. I really appreciate you being here for them. Get money plays their game like Monopoly. Nice. Yeah, guys, I'm out of energy. I'm gonna close it here. I don't think I can round to 3. I feel like I've like mumbled half this video, but you guys saw the charts. You guys saw the Decoding Satan's blog. You guys see the whole Jorge, Mario Bergoglio. So I'm just close all the tabs and it's be done. I mean, okay. I will show the XRP chart once because someone joined that. They said, "Do we talk about XRP?" And it's so easy to show XRP because it takes 1 minute, 1 minute to do. Reading a chart, it's super quick. So this will literally take like 1 minute. So might as well do this loading is even like a black screen. Yeah, this is the screen. I prefer this actually. I don't know why I wasn't like this before. XRP, USD. Here's XRP right now. This is it on the C 168 now. I mean, this is just me saying C as in C. I'm glad I sold. Again, I understand they can just. Again, my stop is 150. If this thing I feel like this thing's still gonna hold this area and go back up. That's what I wanted to do. But I don't regret taking a profit. Like I locked in profit and it's literally lower. And I locked in profit like almost 2 days ago now. Well, really last night. So, but soon it'll be 2 days. So you see how I have time to get back in. That's why I'm saying like I already locked in profit. I can literally get back in right now if I wanted to. And you see, no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. Like I'm just saying, like diamond hands. Again, these people are pumpers. These people want the shit to go. They want you. The only reason they want you not selling is because if theoretically if everyone were diamond hands, the price will just keep going higher and higher and higher. That's why they want you to hold. And again, I get it. Again, I guess I'm all for letting your winners run. I'm all for that. I'm not for. I actually not for selling too soon. But again, there's a difference between getting back. Again, it's flagging. I mean, it's flagging on good volume too. The volume's still high. This little type of tail's not that bad, you see. So this candle, and we're looking for ascending support. See, this flagged up ascending support. Each day, the bottom of each candle gets higher, then it breaks out. Here, breaks out. So here, you want it then break out. Like literally for this pattern to hold, you don't want this to break. You don't want this to go below 165 at all. 165, 108. If it does, it's not that big of a deal in a sense, but it just invalidates this strong pattern. And you have more chance than of it curling than going up. Which again, it's to me, it's healthy. Why would you want that? Because I think you do want healthy pullbacks, consolidation. It just makes it go up better. This thing will have a better time going as high as it can if it can go up, consolidate, go up, consolidate. If it shoots straight up, then it'll shoot straight down, and it just fucks up the chart. Then you have all these bag holders. Like, trust me, this is the price action that you would. It's fine. Like, you don't want XRP to be any stronger than it already is. Like, I don't think you want it to be like Doge. If you want to be like Doge, just trade Doge. Trade Doge. Like, these are different. Like, that's the whole point. They're different vehicles, and see, look, it's back. See, remember I said this is the lowest it has to go. That 50% retracement. That's the lowest I wanted. It's recovered from there. It's bounced up. It's now 26 cents, creeping up towards 30. So let's see what it did in the 5 minute because we were tracking this earlier. Because I was still bullish. And see, this is what we're looking at. But you see how it's holding the swing. Ooh, see, it just tried to see. It did it. It held these swing points. It double bottomed with this one. Yeah, we said this way back here. We said if it's not going to hold this, it can break all this, which it did. It didn't hold this, but it said these two bottoming tails there, these two bottoming tails, these two pivots are what we really are looking at to hold to validate this whole big 5 minute pattern, and that's literally what it's doing. And now look, see, it's curling up here now. See, back now it wants to curl up here, and then it wants to break out of here and retest 30. That's what it looks like it wants to do. And now you have another, see now this inverse head and shoulders broke, it was invalidated, but we have another one here. Shoulder, head here, shoulder. And we're literally breaking now over the left shoulder. You want to now break this 26, 27 cents, then break 28, and then move back up to 30. That can happen within even 15 minutes, it can happen 20. It can, kind of flag up there. And then you wanted to get up to 30 and then rip up to just pop out of here, maybe 32, 33, and higher. So again, you see, again, it's these previous pivot points, these previous swing lows, what you have your eye on. This is how you don't panic. This is how you don't get scared. This is how you don't cut your losses too soon or too... And again, there's nothing wrong with cutting too soon if you want to get back in, because if you had a huge position size, like for example, you could have loaded up heavy here because your stop is really tight. So you can have a lot of shares without losing much. So you could have loaded up heavy. I would have cut my loss. I've cut, and I'll be getting back in around here for the break. Again, you gotta give it a few tries. It's okay. It's like fishing. You fish, you lose bait. The fish gets away sometimes, but then you try again, and then it works, and then you get your fish. And it was all worth it. So I think with that, I'll close it. Oh my God, are we really? I think this is gonna be 3. No, it's going to 3 hours. Start a crypto channel. I'm just gonna do that, man, because it would be a trading channel, and I'll focus on I'll talk about crypto on it and this because it's the same. It's the same thing. I'll talk mainly about what I trade. Small cap stocks, but it's literally the same. I'm explaining crypto to you the same way I explain small cap stocks. Because I'm so close to the 3 hour mark. I'm just gonna make this 3 hour 2 p.m. and it would be so perfect. 2 hour 2:53 in, and it's 1:53. I mean, it really cannot be any better. My OCD is calling me out. But you want to just join? I mean, see, look, false breakout though. See, look at that breakout. See, false. Oh no, I wouldn't say it's a false. It's too early to tell. I want the candle to close first, but see, it's struggling. It's struggling. It's trying to close green, but it's struggling. Why? Because you're back at this consolidation area. Again, doesn't mean it can't break. You give it time, right? Whenever you get to these areas of supply, right here, it struggles because these people who bought here and they're trying to get out, right? They're trying to get out of their position. They think it's a loser, which could be a loser. They're trying to get out. They're shorting again here, right? People are less confident. But watch what happens if it breaks out of this. It'll break out. See, volume's increasing here. This is looking good, though. Volume's picking up here. And, I mean, just give it some time. And you probably want to be looking on the 1 minute chart to see. Yeah, I mean, the 1 minute's looking fine. It's like flagging up. See, it's trying to reclaim this longer term moving average. I don't know what I have set up. Oh, the 180 SMA, of course, and the VWAP is the same. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same setup I use. I have the same two indicators I have here. See, the VWAP and then the 180 SMA. That's all I trade with. I trade with this price action and then the. So you can use the 9. You can use the 9 EMA. These are exponential moving averages, and like a lot of people use them. I mean, they're very beginner friendly. Me, I just don't like because they fuck with my mind. Like if I see something, I don't know, when stocks trade around the 9 EMA, it just fucks with me sometimes, and I just don't like it. I like to just focus on just the structure of everything. I used to use them, but now I just use the 180 and the VWAP, and that's. I feel like it's something I trade forever. Like I don't think I'll ever go back to. Because the thing is, see this. This is the 9 EMA. You can just assume that it's like going above the 9 and the 20 when it does this. Like you already know it's above 9 EMA. And if I don't know, then I don't know. Like, I just don't really care. Again, it just added more noise in my mind, more decisions to make, just having more lines. You know, I like to keep my shit clean and make sense to me. But it's just the same dance. This is a stock. It trades around these two. Like to me, that's how I see it. Like stocks kind of just dance around these two kind of areas: a longer term moving average and the VWAP. And it's just all the price action kind of around that. It's kind of how I was like the give me context. And likewise, it's doing the same here. These are bounces off the VWAP, which to me, it's interesting how it's working here. With I'm not saying it can't. Oh, this is Dogecoin. Yeah, of course it's Doge. Yeah, guys, I keep forgetting what we're looking at half the time. I really do. Guys, again, this XRP, this to me, it's like it's literally all the same. Like this. Okay, the charts are different. I know, and I'll be trading probably a little differently, but I just forget. Like to me, it's just price action. It's literally all the same. BTC USD, it's all the same. Bitcoin now 61,000, so it's a little sell off. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. Yeah, it's just selling off. This isn't too bullish, but again, see how Dogecoin's just ripping. Dogecoin's doing its own thing essentially, so I would still be bullish. Like I wouldn't have this affect me too much because Dogecoin is literally doing its own thing right now, and that's a sign of strength. Damn, look at this. But still, again, the flag is but we have that flag broke. This flag broke. This particular part, it's still holding. It's still a flag. You can still do this. See, you're still above this huge low, but in terms of the clean ascending support, you don't have that anymore. And so it's a sign of weakness, and you got to be a little bit more careful. I mean, this still could be. I mean, I could be calling the top. It's possible. This could be the top until it goes all the way down to wherever they want to take it. I'm saying because anything's possible. It doesn't really look like that because the volume is fine. Like I wouldn't trade like that. It's still holding. It's still a good flag, right? So you see, we can get faked out of this. And again, you don't have to risk the previous day or previous candle. You could risk the previous two. You could do 50% retracement of this. You could just do below because you see how this bottoms out. These are resistance. That could just be your risk level. It's a little wider, but it's not too wide. So again, just because I explain this, it doesn't mean you have to trade it all like this. You can have a little wider stops just because it's Bitcoin and it already ripped up, but this is still valid. I mean, it could even go below this and still be valid because it can still go below, right, and kind of curl. As long as it really holds, I'd say like 59. Like, see this breakout candle? It's really the breakout area is really, really looking out. Where this broke out, where this candle started, you wanted to essentially hold above this. But again, it's always tricky because if it didn't, what do you still have? This previous, it's still a high good chart. What if it broke all this and went down to 56 or 57, right? Well, then it could just go down here, consolidate, and then flag back up and then go. So it can actually break all this and go down because you still have to swing low. This is where your final, well, it really should be your final zone to look at. Because if you break this major pivot here, and then go. I mean, it's just really weak. It's a much weaker chart. And for how strong Bitcoin's been, I don't expect it to go down that low right now. But if it does, it's kind of a red flag. This is a previous pivot. Maybe the 50K mark to be really fair. Because if it broke this, I would just be bearish. I really would. Yeah. So if it broke this pivot and this And it's like here in the 49.50. This is like you're literally rolling over. Like it's rolling over. You know what I'm saying? It did it back here. It was literally doing it here. You see, it literally was doing here, but it didn't close. These dips were getting brought up around this area. Again, I know this looks like hindsight, but you gotta understand this is literally what it did. It's all about seeing the overall structure, and it's not a perfect science. Don't look at it like a perfect science. And that's what was bothering me with the 9 moving average. I was being too engineered, too perfect with it. Because again, right, if stocks are strong, they hold up the 9 moving average. So when I started, shaking around it, dipping below it, and all that type of stuff, it was just fucking with me. I just didn't like seeing it. Now I just focus on the tape. Oh, Jammer Funk, peace, brother. I'm glad that you think that you like my voice. But I really appreciate you. And with that, I'm gonna close it because it's 2 o'clock now. BTC is still king. ETH almost took dominance last bull run 2017. Yep, exactly. I remember that. But BTC is still king, and that's why I'm showing you the chart. But ETH, I never looked at the ETH. We'll close off the ETH USD, but again, it's the same chart. I'm sure it's the same. Well, by something similar. They're making higher highs. See ETH now. This could be the low here. Yeah, but the thing is, this is a little too early. I see the triangle kind of forming, but again, sometimes it's too early to see. And I also don't like how this is selling off right here. It's okay, but again, this really should not go any lower. If you want this to be, if I'm really bullish, this shouldn't be than it is now. Like I want higher lows, right? If it breaks the low of previous, if it goes below 2400, see right now it's 2408. So we're at that whole, getting that towards that whole dollar support. We're at the low day around. So let's see. It could. Of course it could. I'm not saying it didn't have to, but I'm just saying if you, for the argument of forming a triangle and then breaking up, you wouldn't want it to really do that. It's not that big of a deal. But if you go to 2350, but you see, you just you can kind of see how triangles form and like. See these 3 candles, the 14th, 15th, 16th April, these. Like you want it from some kind of triangle, or it can even pull back and form one with really here, the 13th. Like the 13th is really like you're in no man's kind of land, like this kind of structure. You want this to kind of hold and then break out of this towards 3,000. Like your next stop is 3,000. Because see, look where it stopped at. See, the high at 25.46. Today had a high of 25.48, the 2,500 mark. And you can even argue that's 25.50. I mean, it's always whole dollars, half dollars. You get a little tricky territory with this, but it's still half, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500. I mean, I'm sure that's how it trades here. That's why 2,000, you have to support 2,000. See? These nice round numbers. It's the same. But you see how it's easier, at least in my mind, with like cheaper stocks. That's why it's easy to trade. Again, using the term loosely, easy, but you know what I mean? To keep track of, whole dollar, half dollars between $1 and $10 stocks, it's just easy compared to these heavy, high, expensive things. Oh, no problem, TJ Goats. You're welcome. You're very welcome. BNB versus XRP seems to be the trend now. Interesting. Yeah, every time I trade these, I always trade these things based on the dollar or based on the Bitcoin. It's like, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of like, with Forex. If XRP is doing its own kind of thing, and then BNC, the chart is going to be a little bit different if it's based on, yeah, that's really true. I didn't even talk about any of those. Fraudulent slip. That's what they do. XRP all the time in the media. BNB XRP. Are they not trading? Maybe not. But you can do BNB. Maybe it is. Maybe another exchange or something. The BNB BTC. So you can trade these with Bitcoin as over with Bitcoin. So it's not. But I'll show you the dollar because it's easy to kind of, I guess, compartmentalize. But XRP, BTC. See, chart's similar, but it's not the same. Like XRP, USD, but extremely similar. But again, it's flagging. It's still looking good. I really want to hold 165. Like, I mean, it's literally double bottom in here. And here's one little like double bottoms. See, this is like this is kind of like ascending. Double bottoms kind of a little scarier because again, these do have double bottoms. That's the thing. Like a double bottom can be good, but it's also like I've like had losers day trading this type of setup where you buy this double bottom when it's going up because you're essentially curling over. I mean, before it wasn't double bottoming; it just kept going up and up and up. High support very clearly, and now today's support is pretty much the same as yesterday's. Like that's double bottoming on the way up. It's not the worst. It could be pretty good, but it's not as bullish. It's not as strong as these type of moves. So I'm cautious when it double bottoms on the way up like this. I'm cautious. But I'm finally gonna close the stream. Y'all are funny. I wish it's almost like I wish I was in the chat and talking at the same time, but it's like literally impossible. Well, if I had a second screen on the side with the chat, I could probably do that. But I think this is fine. And the stars, nice. See, I probably missed this. I'm trying to see what you guys are laughing about. Wunderbar, wunderbar. I like a wunderbar. ICOs are paying out Mega X. It's a bloodbath. Nice briefing, man. I have that saved. I'm gonna look into that, man. Maybe that's what I jump into. Because man, again, that's where the momentum is. Crypto. That's the whole point. Like, if there's any time to buy ICOs, it is now. Yes, I agree with Weefy Man because the momentum's in the crypto market. Clearly, as we were looking at the charts, right? That's where the action is. That's where the people are, and you just want to keep assuming that until it's not there anymore, right? Bitcoin kept going up last time until it just obviously didn't, and it kept going down and down and down. I mean, when Bitcoin has a big reversal, it'll be apparent. But why would you wait? Wait until you get there. So Freedom Seas. I'm glad you're all laughing, but yeah, I think I'm pretty much like sleeping in my own eyes right now. So I'm gonna close it. You know, we'll check back on this later because it'll be cool to see what happens next. I really do hope this breaks out. Yeah, sure I'm holding, but guys, if it breaks below, if it goes down to here, I'm cutting more. I'm cutting maybe like even 1,000 more. I don't know. I don't mind taking profit in this. Again, I can get back in. Because again, I'm letting this is letting your winners run, right? I took half. I mean, yeah, technically, I would probably wait for this breakup. But again, I didn't want to because what can happen? This thing can because of what crypto can do. It could just be down another 20%, 10%, and then go back up. And I know how my mind works. If I see it at 170 and then all of a sudden it's at 140, 150, I know I'm going to sit there and wait for it to come back to 170.